Oh, 420 was good. Yeah. Welcome in, my friends. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, y'all. What does it say, YT? Where? What you talking about? Thanks, Astrid. What okay? I don't know what says YT. What you talking about? Oh man. YT, YouTube. My bad. Definitely everybody go follow the YouTube page, man. I need a influx. What up, y'all? Fake TBO account followed you. Yeah, they weird. What up, Allie? Definitely, if you haven't followed me already on YouTube, go over there and do that right now before we get started. I put day twice. Well, I stutter sometimes, so it makes sense. That's how I would say it. If they did, that's what I would say. What up? What up? Definitely a little remix on that thing. We definitely on the YouTubes, man. If it were true, there wouldn't be dateless women out here. I don't know if that makes any sense. I already did. Never seen. It's on my page. I did it yesterday. Definitely. Ah, knocking over crap. Hey, what's up, Esty? Hello.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, Esty?
Hey, can
Yes.
you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you don't believe that the male loneliness epidemic? You believe that that's a true thing? I don't believe it's a true thing because if it was true, men would be doing everything that they can to take out the women who's sitting here with nothing to do, but they're not. So they can't. You'll make more efforts if you have women in front of you and you're not dating them. How can you say that you're lonely? I don't understand how that works.
Because the women don't want to date them.
Okay, well, I can only speak for myself.
Then don't wait. Don't do that.
I can only speak for myself.
No, I know. Hold on, wait. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't speak for yourself right now because this isn't about you specifically. So don't do that. If you can't have the conversation in general, then it's okay. We can't have the conversation. That's fine. But if you say that I'm only going to speak for myself and then center yourself, and then now I have to sift through your story, then it's pointless because I'm not talking about you. I don't know you specifically, nor am I talking about all women or all men, right?
She left.
Yeah. I think that was fair. I think that was a fair drop.
You good? How's you and the fam?
Everybody's good. What's up with it?
Nothing much. Men don't control access to sex, relations, or marriage. Yeah, I agree. I think now in age, I think a lot of men don't know how to approach women, how to talk to women. So that's why you see a rise in all this devious behavior, in my opinion. And I'm not talking about just for myself. I'm talking about in general. So yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that prompt.
Okay. Go ahead, Raven. What's good?
So, we see men as leaders in our society, and I think it's true. Men really are leaders. Women will always follow men, and they will mirror men. Like, no matter what, even if women think they're independent, as a collective, women always follow men's behavior. So what I think is if men simply took the first step and the initiative to model good behavior, women would follow you, and they would also reciprocate with good behavior. But for some reason, I feel like current society expects women to make that first step, for women to, be on their best behavior. And, and I'm not saying they shouldn't. All that I'm saying is if men just started to live by that good example, women would absolutely reciprocate it.
Are women not on their best behavior already?
I mean, well, currently society is kind of a mess. There's a lot of just infidelity. There's over-sexualization everywhere. All of that stuff. Like,
what is it? But that doesn't answer my question. Are you saying that women are responsible for the majority of infidelity that is happening?
No, I think it's on both sides.
No, it's not. When you say it's on both, when people say that, what you're implying is it's equal or close to equal, but it's not.
What do you think it is? Who do you?
I know men cheat more than women, exponentially more.
I mean, don't stats say women cheat as much
No.
as men or so?
Stats say men cheat twice as much.
I think the better question is, how did we get to this point?
Hold on, wait. I want to make sure Ma gets a chance to respond. No, you're good.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead, Ma.
What's up, Hub? How you doing?
I'm good, fam.
Everybody.
We good. I wanted you to respond. What were you saying? I don't like reading too many of the messages. Go ahead, brother. I'm listening.
No, you're absolutely correct. Men do not control. They don't control access to sex and all that stuff. Access to relationships. If a man proposes to a woman, she got to say yes.
Mm-hmm.
If she doesn't say yes, then there's no relationship.
Ain't nothing there. Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing. They kill me talking about women control access to sex, as if a man doesn't have the option to say no to a woman.
Yeah.
Can't have, she's not going to just have sex with you without your consent. It takes consent on both sides.
I think the way that I look at it more is the pursuit, right?
Right.
So I would say that women are being pursued the majority of the time.
Right.
So therefore, they would have the control, because if the man wants something and the woman has the thing or the service or whatever that he wants, then she can, he already wants it. He's saying yes already because he wants it. You know what I mean? So it ends up being like she is being she controls the situation. But to Raven's question, or to your, just real quick before I open it back up, infidelity isn't happening at the same rate. So that's like, so when you say like it's happening on both sides, it's not really accurate, right?
Well, infidelity is just one thing. There's a lot of issues going on.
Like what?
There's just general over-sexualization in our culture, in the West.
And who is over? And who is
everywhere?
And who is sexualizing people?
I don't know. Where is it all coming from. Maybe there's some.
You don't know?
Undercover influences that like are pushing these clothing in the stores. Wear skimpy clothing. Watch these movies. Watch this. Listen to this music. Like, where is it really coming from?
What do you think? What do you think sexualization is?
I don't know. Like, if you look as far back as like the early 60s, 70s, they definitely started pushing this stuff. Marilyn Monroe, Brooke Shields when she was a little girl, like all this stuff. The media, those in control, those in power, were pushing this stuff.
Okay, quick question. Who is in control of the media?
I'm saying I don't know.
You have no idea who.
I mean, there's probably a lot.
If you had to take a guess, Who do you think controls the majority of the media?
You know,
Hold on.
politics.
Hold on. Let her.
Politics, Hollywood, the elite.
These
like,
are.
I don't know specific
Okay.
names.
Okay. Okay. So Raven, if you don't know these answers, because these are like really easy things to know, then shouldn't you actually go look them up as opposed to just being like just saying the thing and then being like, I don't know.
Are you saying it's undeniable that this stuff is being pushed through pop culture and through media?
No, that's what you're saying.
It's Smex sells. It's a saying.
Who,
and so these big industries.
Hold on, Raven. Who buys the Smex? Who pushes it and who buys it? That's what I'm asking you.
I mean, it's almost like there's nothing else to buy. It's not even really an option.
You're not. Every time I ask you a question, you deflect. When I ask you a question that I know you know the answer to, you deflect. So now hold on, Raven. I'm getting to the point to where now I think you're trolling because I've asked you like 4 times questions that I know you know the answer to, and then you just deflect and say something else. So again, I ask you one more time. Who is selling the Smex and who is buying it predominantly?
I don't know if you want to get into conspiracy theories.
This is you coming, ma'am. You have made this conspiracy theory. You are the one who came up with it. Now you're saying, no, see, you're doing, it's weird. You came up with the conspiracy theory. I just said, fuck it, I'll roll with it. Let's say it is the media. Talking while I'm talking when you don't know what you're talking about is crazy. So you are saying that it's being pushed by they and them and all these mystery people. That is literally you pushing a conspiracy theory. I don't think it's a conspiracy theory because I know exactly what it is. It's not a conspiracy theory. It is literally happening. And there are players and we know their names and we've known their names and know their faces. And it ain't Marilyn Monroe. So I'm asking you again, who is in control? Who founded Hollywood? What group of people started Hollywood?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. There's a book. There's a really good book. Hold on. There's a really good book written on this, but I'll tell you. The CIA founded Hollywood. And who ran the CIA? Men. So men founded Hollywood, right? Just so we're clear. Men are in control of the media. They control all of mass media. No woman controls mass media. No woman controls. There's no woman that owns one of the 4, what I think is like 4 or 5 media companies that pretty much control 90% of the media. There's no woman that controls that and never has. Never. It's never been a thing. And then when I asked you who buys it, who is buying the most Smex? It's men. Men are buying the product, right? So it's men on both ends. That's all I was trying to say.
For everybody.
Huh?
Women are participating in the whole culture.
That's like saying slaves are participating in slavery. That's like saying humans are participating in capitalism because we have to work. Yeah, women are participating. They're forced to participate. Like, what are you talking about? How much OF is there? How many people are on OF and versus how many people are consuming OF?
Look, you're saying like all that I'm saying is everybody is participating in the.
No, that's not true. Everybody isn't participating. That's hyperbolic.
What do you mean?
Everybody isn't participating. That is hyperbolic. Literally, everybody isn't participating.
The majority of people are.
The majority of people aren't. No.
A large enough a group to the point that it's affecting all of society.
How is it affecting society? In what way?
Come on, like really? You're just like really trying to pretend like you don't understand.
You don't understand these things. So I want you, the reason why I'm asking you these questions is because you don't understand them. You're just saying it. And I want you to think it through because I believe if you actually took the time to think it through, you would come to a rational conclusion that what you're saying doesn't make sense.
Are you going to deny the fact that Western culture is less sexual than a lot of other cultures all across the world?
Yes, I'm going to deny that fact.
We are the #1 producer of corn. So, like 90% of that is produced in America.
No, it's not. 90% of corn is produced in America.
90, but most of it is. Most of it's produced in America.
Yeah, I don't think you just don't know what you're talking about.
Why are you so defensive? Like, I'm just trying to have a normal conversation with you.
I don't like hold on, wait. I'm not being defensive. You're being obtuse. You're talking over me while I'm talking. B, you're being obtuse intentionally, willfully ignorant, which is annoying. So I have the right to react and respond to that, right? It's not me. I'm not being willfully ignorant. I'm not playing a game with you.
You think women are nothing to do with the current culture at all? Like women?
It's not, again. The way you are framing this is as if women have much of a choice. Like I said, the way you're framing this would be like saying, well, we're all workers and you know what I'm saying? Like we all participate in capitalism. Yeah, because we got to fucking work. You don't work, you don't eat.
Initially, my statement was if men started leading by good example, women would follow. I genuinely believe that. But currently, everybody is guilty to some extent to what the culture is as it is today.
I disagree.
That's all that I said.
Yeah.
I'm not even fully disagreeing with you. I'm not saying it's all women's fault or it's all men's fault. I'm saying we're influenced by the media, by the music that we're consuming, all of that stuff.
Can I ask you? Yeah, can I ask you a question? Are women being oppressed in the West, specifically since you talk about the West?
On a social level, yes. I think
on a social level, not economically oppressed?
They probably are, yes.
Okay, so women are being oppressed. Is it logical that the group that is being oppressed can also be the oppressor simultaneously?
No.
No, right? Okay.
Maybe in some ways, but I wouldn't say for the most part.
Yeah, no, it's impossible to be the oppressed and the oppressor. So, who is the oppressed in this situation? We said it's women, and who is oppressing women?
I think people have more freedom.
See, and this is why I can't talk to you.
100% oppressed. We have more.
It's not. What do you mean by 100% oppressed? That's not logical. It doesn't mean anything. 100% oppressed means absolutely nothing.
The way you're talking about it, it's like people are fully oppressed and they have no freedom.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Change.
What does it mean to be fully oppressed? You mean to be locked in boxes?
Like you don't have any choices in the way society is and affecting the way what's normalized in culture or not. If we all collectively started like deciding to dress a little bit more, you know.
Why are you stuck on how women dress? What does that have to do with anything we're talking about?
It's just a one example.
I know I'm saying, but even based on your example, what does that have to do with anything? What do you think that problem is?
You know what? This conversation is like impossible to have with you. So you know what?
Yeah, you should stop playing stupid. You're right. I 100% agree that you should. I'm listening to what you're saying.
Can I interrupt and help Raven?
Go ahead. Try it.
Raven. So I do get a little bit of what you're saying. Okay. What? You're missing it. And I almost believe the point that the host is saying that you might be trolling, because I just can't believe that you missed the mark so much. So the root of all of these the acronyms, how do you say that? The sexuality or whatever, have been cultivated by men. Men is the ultimate answer. Men is the ultimate answer. That's it. That's all you had to say like 5 million times. That's what the point he was trying to get to. But I understand that with society, with social media, with women wanting to be as sexual as all these influencers, etc. Right, it plays a role. But the question is, why are men feeling lonely, right? So my perspective is, all right, well, let's roll back and think how this all started. When did men start to feel lonely?
This was my initial statement. Like, I feel like I'm agreeing with you and I'm on your side, but somehow this turned into an argument. Like, my initial claim was that if men started, men are the ones who create society into what it is and women follow. If men started leading by better example, women would follow them. That's what I said in the very beginning. I said now people all are participating in the culture as what it is, you know, as it is today. But initially, men are the ones who create it. They pave the way, you know, like.
Yes, for the loneliness, yes. And if they start to change their behavior, right, women might retract their behavior by becoming not so self-sufficient, because then, unfortunately, how we started back in the 1940s and 50s, we're supposed to just get married and stay at home and have kids, you know? And then we realized that we weren't getting ahead and we weren't getting paid as much when we went to work. And we just were sick of carrying the home life and working, evolving into just becoming self-sufficient, and not needing men, and that's why men are lonely. So
Yeah, I don't think that, just real quick, I don't think that men are leaders. But I mean, and when I say that, I don't think we are effective leaders.
Whether they are or not, women are following them.
No, I don't think women are. I don't think women are actually following men. Like I think the proof of that is the fact that men are so lonely. I think women are not following men. But
so can I ask you
hold on.
Let me just quickly.
Hold on, Raven. While I'm talking, please stop talking. Like it's not like I literally just started talking. So women are not following men. I don't believe that. That is the opposite of what's happening. I think women are going in the opposite direction of where men are leading, or whatever you want to say. I think that I disagree with Pete with the whole like if men change and women will like, I don't believe that either. What'll happen is, what I do think is, if women are people want to talk about OF or whatever, or being SWs or whatever the hell people always want to talk about, which only represents a small portion of society, right? Of women. But let's highlight them. If men stopped being consumers, they would stop selling, right? That's not men being leaders. That's just men removing themselves from the equation. They're not leading women anywhere. The reason that's one part of it. Also, I'll give you another thing that men can do, even if men want to consume, because I don't think you can. Why wouldn't men consume sexual content? Why wouldn't people consume? It's very natural. I don't think that's the play. If you want to save women or whatever from SW, you need to change the economic system that we have that push women into doing SW. Because I believe that if you cure that, it's the same thing with selling smugs or whatever, the D-rugs or whatever. Like if you gave people an opportunity at a higher education, you made sure everybody had somewhere to live, safe, clean. You gave them healthy food. You gave them health care. Like you would see the vast majority of that industry dissipate. It wouldn't exist for the most part.
The most educated person in the United States is the demographic.
Yeah, Black women.
Yes. So who is being? I'm assuming that SW means X.
Sex workers. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. And OF means, I don't know. What does OF mean?
OnlyFans.
Oh. So is this conversation based on that men are so focused on that, and that's why they're lonely?
No, men are really focused on sex, but men are really focused on, the problem is men are focused on protecting the patriarchy. And that is making men extremely misogynistic, and women are like turning away from extremely misogynistic men because they have the option to nowadays. Men have always been extremely misogynistic, but like you alluded to, women just have the option to say, "No, I'm good. I don't need to get married. I don't need to."
I understand Raven's point more so now. Sorry, Raven. I didn't know what SW or OF meant. I apologize.
Can I just quickly, on what you were saying earlier, you don't think that men are leaders. So
effective.
You're right. A lot of women are not following men, but a lot of them are. And with this recent election, when Trump won, I see a waves of women on the Republican side that are just...
Yeah, it's only a specific demographic of women, but that's because they face violence otherwise.
Hold on.
They've been socially conditioned to do so.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Can you hold on? There's a lot of women with the recent election that are very openly red pill and saying misogynistic things out loud because the men around them are talking like this, and it's like just really brainwashing them to think in the same way. And they're openly saying like self-deprecating things like, yeah, I should just go to the kitchen. And
they don't have any
my mouth shut and
Hold
make
on,
a sandwich. Like
please.
they're just openly talking about themselves like this. Like this is the extent of how some women are just so impressionable. They will follow anything that men do. Not all women. A lot of women are smarter. But even the ones who are smarter, I think would be more than willing to, like, you know, men just have to make that first step to be better people, and women would, with open arms, welcome that and follow suit. You know, like that's all that I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and why do you think? Because Jones just repeat what you said, Jones. I'm not gonna repeat it.
Yeah, so it's a specific demographic. It's primarily white women, and that's because they face social or physical violence, you know what I'm saying, if they don't follow suit. That's called social conditioning. It has nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying, their want to be that way. It has everything to do with their protection, you know what I'm saying, of their existence. Like literally they do it as a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with racism.
Of course.
I think that there's a conspiracy about white people erasure or some shit, and they're going for their you know, save the white race. That's what it is for them. It's not even really about that's what it is for white women. Do you pick your race or do you pick your gender? You know, that kind of.
Yeah, they usually pick race first. Yeah.
Yeah, they're picking race. So that's what it is. But sorry, my mouth is full of food.
This is Raven. I'm gonna dip, but I just want to thank you because you kind of like enlighten me a bit. And hosts, well done. I'll follow you. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, I think that's interesting. So I don't think that the women are. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. There ain't nothing you can say. They're choosing race over gender. That's known to be a thing. You know, I think they pick the thing that gives them the most protection, and race gives them the most protection. So they chose race.
Because women have power, of course.
Yeah. Well, men have power though. Yeah, men have power. So if they want to insulate themselves from other groups of men and from racism, then they'll choose white men. You know what I'm saying? They'll choose whiteness or whatever the case may be. But for protection, yeah. And we, I don't think that the way that would change is we would have to literally dismantle the system that is racism. You know what I'm saying? Like that system would like have to cease to exist.
Well, the thing is, those in power are not going to be so inclined to give it up. You know, and like it's not like they're cooperating with everybody else. You know, but and it's the same thing. It's like the same conversation about the gender thing. Then you know, in that case, like when men are in power, they're not going to be inclined to get. Except now they're feeling kind of the consequences of their toxicity. Like this is something I say for a lot of these misogynistic men. Somehow, in the end, they're usually suffering the hardest. Like, do you notice that?
Yeah.
Like they're usually the ones that are the loneliest in the end and having the biggest like mental health crisis. Even though they try to inflict all that onto women. Women have this like ability to be resilient and just kind of bounce out of it, you know. But men seem to always be having the hardest time at the end of the day. And it's all like, you're doing this to yourself. Like this is all self-inflicted. Why can't you see?
They're having the hardest time because this idea that men are leaders simply because they were born with a phallus, right? Like simply because they were born or identified male at birth, that somehow that makes them a leader is not sustainable because they don't actually have leadership qualities. They don't educate themselves. They're not emotionally well regulated. Like the things that you would need to be an effective leader, they don't possess those skills.
Yeah, they don't have the desire to be effective leaders either. That's the thing that is holding us back the most, because if we actually desire to be effectively, like we desire to lead, don't get me wrong, we do desire to lead, meaning we want to be in the position where nobody can tell us what to do, right? That's our desire. Our desire is to not be told what to do. But to be an effective leader, that can't be a focal point, right? But most men, we can't let that go. Like that is all consuming for us. It's like, boom, I want to be in a place where nobody can tell me what to do. I get to dictate to everybody what they should do, and accountability never falls on my lap. I'll just pawn it off on somebody else. I'll blame the workers, I'll blame management, yada, yada, yada. But if they wanted to be effective leaders, then they would go get educated. They would go, they would learn how to regulate themselves and so on and so forth. But they don't, they would learn how to be empathetic, but they don't want to do that.
We even see this on like a personal level in the family, like men want to be the leader and the one who makes all the decisions. But when it really comes to the details,
It's women. Women are running everything in the household. You know, when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to like paperwork, taxes, errands, all that stuff. Like the woman does everything at home. She does all the difficult decisions. Like usually men are passive.
Yeah.
They don't even really care very much about a lot of things that like who's planning the vacations, who's doing this,
But
that's the woman.
And that's why I was saying initially when you were saying that men, if they led, then women would follow. I was like, no, women are like women are set up to be the lead. Like men don't need to be trying to lead anywhere. We should be getting in a position to be support to women. You know what I'm saying?
I only mean that in terms of the current gender tension, like you know, the toxicity, the hatred that's going on. I mainly am only referring to that. Like if we just decided to let her, you know, put down our weapons, so to speak, and just kind of like who's going to be the first to wave the white flag? Like if women wave the white flag, the men are going to really like rub it in women's face and make them like they'll punish them or some shit, like make them, you know, work for gaining back their favor. But if men did it, women
dangerous, though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't think it's a war. It's not a war. It's a genocide.
It's all psychological, but it's definitely
it's physical.
You know,
it's physical. It's material. It's physical. It's psychological. It's all of it. It's not just psychological. But wait, I want Crypto to go real quick. Crypto, what's good with you?
All is good, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. So what were you saying in the comments? I read you said something about like women, some age group want relationships. What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, on your topic, I didn't know. I mean, I understand the specs of the relationship part. I didn't. I thought. I think in the marriage part, the man has a little bit more control on that. And about the male loneliness aspect, I think that has less to do with women and more with men, like men as us, like as a species internally. I think.
What do you mean?
Like, there's no way to like. There's a specific way you have to raise, especially like me. I was a black boy at one point. There's a specific way that we need to be raised. Like I was raised in love, but I understand like where I was born. A lot is the same way. They didn't have the father figure. They didn't see their parents loving up on each other, and we don't really know the effects about that. So when it comes to male loneliness, I think that's more of an internal thing. It has really
wait. Why do men need to be?
Have to look in the mirror.
Why do I don't think it's why do black boys, since you mentioned black boys, why do we need to be raised a specific way? Like we're a delicate flower. Like I'm not understanding. When like black girls live in the same houses as we do, but they fare better in the real world than black boys do. So why are we making all of these excuses for black boys? Like, oh, they didn't have a daddy. They lost their shoelace in the 3rd grade. Like, why are we doing that?
Like, for example, let's just talk about, you know, like the whole hyper masculinity thing. You know, so let's say, all right, boom. Let's say, all right, so the way, like, as a black boy, the hyper masculinity is like who's faster, who's stronger. Like, it's not like a lot of outlets to express yourself. So when you talk about leading, or like, there's not even a lot of outlets that men can't lead. So that's why when they go lead in these households and they fail to lead, is because that's the only place they're allowed to lead. You know, we're not allowed to lead in the.
Why do you need to be a leader?
It's not about the need to be a leader. That's not what I'm trying to say. But it's like if the natural ability of a man to lead, that's what they say. Oh,
there is no natural ability.
Just like women are naturally nurturers or something.
No. Hold on. That's not. Wait. Yeah. We don't say stuff rooted in like gender essentialism. Women aren't naturally nurturing. Men aren't natural leaders. These are social conditions that we've put on one another. But why? You never answer my question. Why? Hold on, Crypto. You never answer my question. Why do black boys need to be treated so delicately, but black girls don't? I'm very curious.
Again, I'm not saying the black girls don't. I never said the black girls do not need to do it. I'm just specifically talking. You said male loneliness, so I'm just talking on that topic. We could talk about male loneliness without talking about women or black girls at all. Let's just focus on male.
Well,
so what I'm saying.
Well, no. I'm sorry, but the reason why I'm saying that is because black girls are growing up to be more productive and healthy.
Amazing.
Huh?
That's amazing.
I know,
and that is amazing.
Okay, so my question is, why are they doing that, or why are they capable of doing that? But black boys, based on what you're saying, We need all of these conditions. Like, I'm not understanding why.
I think it's easier for a black woman to raise a black girl. I think that's A.
Why?
So
why?
I mean, why not, bro? I mean, think about it. It's that black woman was once a black girl. So she knows. So she knows things. She understands things. She knows about the body and stuff like that. She knows how to take care of herself. She knows how to train.
But hold on. If a black woman had access to resources, she could just as easily raise a black, you know what I'm saying?
I am very pro-black women. So again, I'm talking about black men. I want to talk about the male loneliness, and I want to talk about black boys. We do not have to talk about the women, bro.
I don't want to. You're right. Trust me. Generally speaking, this is not about women, but the way you are, the conversation.
I'm not comparing it either. I'm just focusing on how black boys are raised. For example, like let's talk about the hypermasculinity. Let's say, okay, boom, I'm in middle school. We're dealing with, again, let's say, okay, I'm at a middle school. The only outlets they have for me to express myself is, I don't know, let's just say it's basketball or football. What if I'm not fast?
It's not. It's not. There's so many ways. There's so many ways for you to.
So my thing is, but in our community, bro,
you could be in
speech. You could be in debate. You could be in math leads.
You could be in drama club.
Like, what are you talking about?
What I'm trying to say is those opportunities are not always present. Like
at school.
It's not. Yes, at school, bro.
Yes, they are.
I'm telling you. Bro, I'm in Florida. I don't know. I grew up in Florida where our education system, and where our education system, they're about to cut off public schools. They've been doing that stuff. Like, we don't have access. They took away African American.
Hold on. Time out. Crypto. Stop. Hold on.
But these are real.
Hold on. Crypto.
Public.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. I'm not saying our school system doesn't need more money. And I'm with all of that. That's not the debate at all. You just made the assertion that black boys specifically don't have outlets at schools outside of sports. And Jones and I both just told you that doesn't make sense, because at every school, I don't care what school you at in this country, they don't only have sports there. They have some type of club or program that you can get into. So you can't say that. That's even in America right now, even in Florida, even in Louisiana.
Programs where if your parents want to put you, if your parents got the money, they want to put you in other stuff like outside the school.
Sir, at school, they have programs outside of sports.
So let me just go ahead and continue. So let me just continue my point. So
yeah.
I don't want to just.
You're telling me you don't have music programs.
All right, brother. I'm in Florida. You got it. I just want to continue.
Okay, I don't
want to harp on that. So let's continue.
Okay.
So boom. So as I said, okay, then as black boys, as you get older, you get in high school and stuff like that. It's just, again, it goes back to, there's not enough. Like, the system just does not have enough options for us in place to really identify. So that's why a lot of men.
You can't keep saying the same thing without a way to substantiate that, bro. You can't just say, I'm going to keep saying the same thing and then not substantiate it.
I was lucky enough to go to an HBCU, you know what I mean? Whereas, when I was at the HBCU, I want to say it was like, a 5-to-1. Like, for every one guy,
there was 5 girls.
5 black
so
guys,
what did those? So what were those black girls
doing? I just read an article today that they said we're at our lowest. We're at our lowest. So
we are.
It's like, so I could blame the black boy, or I could say, hey, why don't we recruit more? Why don't the system try to recruit more? Because that's not a problem for white boys.
But they're not recruiting black girls either. That's my point.
No, but so my thing is, okay, so let's stick to the male. Why is that not a problem for white boys? Why white boys?
White men actually go to school less than white women too.
Yeah, they're falling behind too.
I'm talking about from the decline, the lowest ever, and what's going on. So my point is, it's like, there's just not enough, just there. Like, right now I'm dealing with like my 19-year-old little nephew. And it's like, he ain't go to college. And it's like, I'm like, bro, what you want to do? It's like, there's no job that's going to pay you $34 an hour, whatever you want to make, this, that, and the third. And it's like, at somewhere down the line, something didn't click. Something didn't click. So, you know what I mean? And it's like, when does he go from a boy to a man? Like, I can't look at this 19-year-old kid and think he's a man and he's ready to just go.
Because society has told men that they don't need these things, because by virtue of them being born with a penis, they're able to be leaders and do whatever they want. Like, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. Like, this is no funny. Watch the Barbie movie.
That was a good. That got some points in there.
It's not the Barbie. What I think is, for us, like I'm promoting a lot of black boys to join the military. It's like, bro, go learn some discipline. Go learn some self-control.
The military?
You know what I mean? Yeah, because that teaches discipline. That teaches self-control. That teaches you, because at the end of the day, like, if your daddy did not train you to be a man, you gotta put yourself in some type of system.
What do you mean? What do you mean train you to be a man?
Like, teach you the skills. Like, okay, so a man,
what skills do you need to be a man?
Self-control. For example, I tell like my sisters or any black woman I'm talking to what to look for. What to look for in a man is characteristics.
So the military teaches people self-control.
Self-control.
The military, the U.S. military that teaches you, turns you into a serial unaliver, teaches you self-control. Hold on, Ken. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Let him go.
They teach you discipline.
They teach you how to make your bed. They teach you how to take orders.
They teach you punctuality. They teach you how to work together.
I mean the place where like grape is like the highest.
The grapes and the side quests. You know them. Hey man, when they be over there in them foreign countries, you know them side quests is wicked. You know them men's getting into all types of trouble on the side.
Get why just because a place has good characteristics, there's bad things that happen. That means nothing good comes out of that place. Like, it's not like life is not like this zero-sum game.
Do most people who come out of the military do well in life?
No, they have all types of issues.
Yeah, most people in the military.
Were you asking Mr. Jones?
Well, I was just asking in general. Anybody can answer the question. Hold on, wait. Go ahead. Hold on. Hold on, Crypto. Hold on, Crypto. Let Ken go and I want you to let Ken Folk go in there.
The vast majority of people who go into the military, when they leave the military, they assimilate back into regular life normally.
No, they don't.
Wait a minute. You asked the question, just say no, they don't. If you already knew the answer, why ask?
Well, I asked questions to see how.
Many of our grandfathers, great-grandfathers were in the military. Many of these people went on to live very normal lives, produce our parents who had us,
and lead our country. So our politicians.
My great-grandfather.
Why you didn't go to the military?
My grandfather were in the military. My grandfather left the military. He ended up owning a restaurant. He retired as a city worker.
It's sad that your chat, bro, is just talking bad about military people that protected our country. They talking about PTSD. That's very sad.
If you
they didn't protect the country.
They won't go fight, but they want to talk about PTSD. That's crazy.
Crypto, they said that to trigger you.
No, they not. They actually believe it. Don't project. They actually believe it. I'm not being triggered at all by that. He not even in the military. Why would it trigger him?
But the leader,
1 in 4 veterans leave the military with severe PTSD.
And that's just PTSD.
So
that's just PTSD. That's just PTSD.
Wait a minute.
Let's talk about the 3 or 4 that do.
That's what I was gonna say, Crypto. Go ahead. You can say it because we both see how he thought he ate with that.
Exactly. Come on, bro.
I don't think you guys know how math works.
Mr. Jones' ex, bro, is just a
Oh, wait. Stop. Calm down. Real quick. 1 out of 4 have PTSD. That is one problem. One. Not all of them. That's one. And we already starting off with 1/4 of them have PTSD. Now, if you keep going, once you add them all up, you will quickly see that the majority of people
physical disabilities.
Yeah, physical disability. The majority of people who come home from the military do not fare well in society, and they are. And
true.
It is true, and they are abandoned. Stop. And they are abandoned by our government. The same people that send them over there to unalive in the name of oil and big business, not protect the country. Crypto, you don't know shit about what they be doing over there. The people that get sent. Hold on. The people that get sent over there to unalive in the name of big oil, big pharma. The D-rug industry, so on and so forth. Hold on, brothers. They go over there to do that. Then they come home and they shit on them. I am a huge supporter of veterans. I don't know what y'all talking about. I ain't on that right wing bullshit. That's the right wingers that don't actually support the veterans. I support the veterans. I think it's fucked up that we send people off to go fight in these crazy ass conflicts and then bring them home and don't give them nowhere to live, don't give them no food, don't give them enough health care. Don't like. I think that shit is crazy.
8% of our unhoused population are veterans. 8%.
Is this a thing where we pretend like we having a conversation, but only the two most liberal people get to talk back and forth?
We're not
when I
liberal.
started to talk, you were like,
not liberal.
I'm definitely not no fucking
when I
liberal.
started talking, you were like,
We're not
liberal. My point is, I could talk with anybody, but as someone who actually knows you, is honesty actually a thing here? Because the majority of people go to the military and come back, assimilate back into society just fine. Even the stat he tried to pull up saying 1 in 4 with PTSD. If you did real research, not just off of, oh, this is what it seems like, because he said 8% of the homeless population is veterans. It's 8%. That means there's 92% that are not. So
no, of all unhoused people, not of veterans. What percentage of our population are veterans?
Right.
Like you're not. That's what I'm saying. It's like y'all not understanding how the math work, baby.
But just like with homelessness, there's a myriad of reasons why people are homeless. Everyone who's homeless is not just homeless because they can't find a place to live. Some people are dealing with drug issues, mental health issues.
That's the least. Hold on, no.
Hold on. Hey.
Tell you why. Because
please let people go one at a time.
Bro, don't even be the point, bro.
Hold on. See, this is that is a point. You don't need to say anything like that. I got you. Take that. Hold on. You want to respond to him personally? Respond to one of his videos or something like that. Don't make it personal. We're just having this is what I'm saying. Hold on, no. But just control. Come on, man. God damn. It's okay. We just talking. I know. I got you. I'm saying there's no need to attack people. We're good. You are.
No, I'm not.
Shit, this is worse. This is crazy. All right. I would let.
Because you can't come here and say misinformation.
I can say whatever I want, but what I'm saying is not misinformation.
Use disorder is the least likely reason for somebody to become unhoused. Least likely.
A substance abuse.
Least likely.
I didn't say that was the end all be all of being unhoused.
No, you said that they were on, D-rugs and other stuff. That's the
Mr. Jones, I said that being homeless, just simply not being able to find housing is one of a myriad of reasons why people are homeless, man. If you're gonna say what I said, say it properly. I never said that D-rugs is the end all be all of homelessness.
Okay, you did it. But I gotta read something.
I just wanted to finish my point.
I got you, crypto. Hold on. That's crypto. Teresa said, according to the VA, the majority of vets need mental health services. Kinfolk is telling y'all to do research he hasn't done. Drop him. She put 5 on that boy head. Jupiter said, shut the fuck up, you CUM guzzling thunder cunts. Drop both. God damn. All right, go ahead, crypto.
No, but the reason about the military is, as I said, going back to the black men, black boys, it's just, to learn, those different characteristics that you want. I would think any woman want in a man. I would assume, you want him to be disciplined. You want him to have self-control. You want him to have, all these other great characteristics.
You think most women like military men?
I'm not saying that they like military men. I'm just, again, I want to stick on the characteristics that our black men are lacking today. Like the stuff that we need, like the reality check that we need. It was because at some point when they were being wired, as we was growing, when that brain was growing, something was missed. Something was not taught. There was a lack somewhere. You know what I mean? And that's really what, because if we
know what was taught, crypto. But me and Jones have been telling you what happened, and you act, and you're like just sidestepping it.
Tell me what happened.
So it's the same thing that happens to all boys in this country and in the West, if you want to, probably in the world at this point. But we are taught, because we have a penis, that we are entitled to certain things. But the problem is, the men who started that lie in this country are white T men. You see what I'm saying? So white T men are telling other white T men, hey, you don't need to go to school. School is for dummies. School is GAY. That's what they say, right? They say, oh, why would you want to go to school? It's going to turn you into a raging liberal and all this goofy ass shit. White T men are writing books on why you shouldn't get educated.
Charlie Kirk literally goes to colleges across the nation, which I'm debating him on April 22nd. You guys don't want to know in person. Charlie Kirk goes to colleges across the nation and tells college students that they don't need college.
Yeah, and then black men. Hold on, I'm not done. And black men, because we have to, right? We have to hear what white T men say as a collective because they're the majority, right? They have the power. And white T men and our desire to, and black men and our desire to be like white T men, right? Because all black men want to do what most black men want to do. What most black men want to do is we don't want to dismantle these systems of oppression. We just want to be on top of them. We don't want to get rid of the patriarchy. We don't want to dismantle it. We just want to be on top, right? So we end up. Hold on, man. Hold on. Stop. Y'all get triggered too easily.
I'm not triggered.
I got you. If you're not triggered, you gotta let me finish things. Don't get dysregulated. See, you're talking while I'm talking, which proves my point. So what I'm saying is that since that happens, since black men want to be like white men, essentially, right? And it's most men want to be like white men. No, just to be honest, right? Most men want to be like white men. So why
don't you just say you want
to be like a white man? I don't though. But no, you can't. Both of y'all can be quiet because I'm literally talking right now. So, black men are taught as little boys that you don't got to go to school. School is GAY. School is for girls. The same thing that little white boys are taught. That is what we are taught. And we listen. We think because we talk to each other, right? We bully each other. You're too smart. Oh, there go Brandon. He reading again. What you got? What you got? You another book? Oh, here you go reading again. Oh, this nigga think. Oh, look at this. Isn't there not a running joke that black people will laugh at you about for anything, right? Like that's something that but if you really look at the core of that joke, it is kind of true because black men bully other black men if they are intelligent. They bully other black men for actually reading and understanding and listening and learning. And take it from me as a black man that loves to read and loves to learn. And Brandon is he is a prime example of the people on the other side of it. They will try to bully you. They have no knowledge base whatsoever. But black men, the same as many other groups of men, they will try to bully you into submission. And that doesn't only happen when you're a man. It happens from boyhood to manhood. And that is what's happening to black boys, to me. Overwhelmingly, that is the thing that is leading us astray the most. And that is why black girls do not have that same thing, because black girls don't make fun of each other for being smart. Black girls don't tell their homegirls, you don't want to go to school. School is for girls. They say, go to school. Yeah. Oh, damn, girl, you about to go to school. Let's study together. They do their projects. They turn their work in on time. Little black boys, that ain't, because we trying. I didn't see. So most black women are hood rats. Okay, so I'm talking. Hold on, wait, because I'm talking about most black women, not some black women. I didn't say no black woman does this. I'm saying in general, black girls aren't bullying other black girls for being smart. Brother, I can tell you without a doubt. When I was growing up, when I would talk, when I would speak, when I would try to educate my homies on something, they were the same way you are. Like this is why I'm so used to these spaces, because I've been dealing with this my whole life. There is most men, specifically men, but if we want to talk about black men, we can do that. But most men are adverse to information and knowledge, and there's a reason why. Because the powers that be don't want you to have access to, and they don't want you to be intelligent, and they don't want you to have critical thinking skills, because the day that we start to do that is the day we start to realize, damn, the patriarchy hurts me too. Capitalism hurts me too. Racism hurts me too. So they want you to remain exactly where you're at right now. Deaf, dumb, and blind.
But when me and you have a conversation that's not in front of a million women, me and you have a fine conversation.
No, we don't. We always disagree. You want me to show everybody our chats, bro? In private, we go at it the same way, please.
Disagreeing is not bullying. Like, I respect what you do. I subscribe to your channel, and 9 times out of 10, I'm not even listening to no feminist content. But you're somebody who I respect. You're doing something that you enjoy. What happened to self-control? What happened to self-control?
Okay. Hold on. God damn, I can't do 5 people talking at one time. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna land. Hey, Brandon, can you land? And then let me read this real quick.
I was about to land, but
I got you. No, I got you. LaMonica said, crypto works at Shea Whitey's.
Okay, so all I'm saying, bro, is like,
That's cool.
My biggest thing is I'm not into throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Like, I could not agree with you, but still respect you, want what's best for your family. I subscribe to your channel. I think I gave you a donation the first time I came.
It's all that's all cool, but no, but that's not.
But that's not bullying for me to disagree with you. That's not bullying. You can disagree with me, and I will never say you're bullying.
Yeah, I don't believe. Well, I don't know. I can't. I think I can be a bully sometimes.
Don't agree.
I actually think I can be a bully sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
You said me though, but you just don't agree with me, bro. It don't. We gotta stop with these like extremes. Oh, you don't agree with me, so you're bullying. That don't get you nowhere. Brother don't agree. Now let me try to see if I can put myself in his shoes and understand his perspective. That's how we grow.
Bro, it's because you're not smart, fam. It's because you're uneducated.
Let me have a moment of peace, bro.
Bro, you just complained about me.
He had to come in with some negativity. We get you with Mr. Jones X. I already know how you roll. We had a peaceful moment where we could have came together, and you like, because black male togetherness and unity is anti-liberal.
What? These niggas be saying anything.
But about the whole
No. We're not gonna do that.
The whole black man. No, but he said black men want to be like white men, so I wanted to touch on the point.
That's fine. As soon as I'm done, you got it. I promise you.
Bro, I've been chilling, bro. You've been arguing with homie, bro. He's been chilling, trying to get back in.
White females. That's what he want to be like.
You see, I'm not even. Listen, y'all joking on me. You just said I work somewhere. I don't know. But back to what I was saying about the whole black man.
So hold on, nah, bro. Like I don't think you heard me. I said nah, not right now, fam.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So first and foremost, I don't want to be like
that's that white part of bro coming out. He tried to put you in your place. He almost called you the N-word. He checked you like you was on a planet.
Hey, listen, man, we on TikTok. We're ain't tripping.
That's Massa's boy right there. That's Massa. He got half of it in him, so he gonna come down on you like a real mulatto in Haiti. Bro, literally try to check you like you're less than him.
Cool, bro. I ain't tripping, bro.
Does that often.
Let's TikTok.
Often. That little whiteness creep out of you. That white liberal female creep out of you.
He a fan. There's no such thing as whiteness in a person. Like, race is not biological, weirdo.
Ali said this nigga got on an old baggy Steve Harvey suit.
When Steve Harvey suits was popular, that was like 12 years ago.
That's right.
I haven't even said that much. So like you can throw out all the slurs, you know what I'm saying? You can tap dance with a white man, you can do all those things. It doesn't bother me. Nothing you say affects me. I promise you that. My point is, right, is that you using white supremacist tactics and going along with white supremacist ideologies, you know what I'm saying, is only counterintuitive to what it is that you're trying to achieve. Like the reason that men are lonely, the reason that male loneliness exists, the reason that men are the most likely to unalive themselves and all of these things is because they arbitrarily place themselves at the top of a social hierarchy, and it's not sustainable because they do not have the skills to sustain said position. And both of you have come up here and proven that.
Okay, bro.
In 4K
minutes. How does my 16 years of marriage prove anything that you're talking about? I feel great. I'm not lonely. Me and my bro right here could go take our wives on a double date and be fine, bro. Like, I don't want, like, we're doing fine with the women. So
I'm not complaining.
those ideas come from people who just mad because they don't got something, so they try to throw out
wait. I want to be, but this is what I'm saying though. It's not. I think we got to get out of taking everything so personal. I hear you. I don't think anybody up here. I don't know crypto. You know what I'm saying? I've talked to your wife before, Brandon. I talked to Jones. I've seen Jones. You know, we've hung out before. I know everybody's women. Everybody got women. Fine. You know what I'm saying? We're all the prettiest at the ball. That's fine. I don't give a fuck about that. I do want to get to the point though of that, and I hate we have to derail the conversation every time. It's so crazy how black men in general, what I hear, black men hate to hear. I feel like they hate to hear content about themselves, right? Because they are, everybody bashing black men. This prompt don't got nothing to do with black men. But crypto came up here, and now we got to talk about black men specifically. I've been talking about men, the male loneliness.
So I'm gonna just talk about my experience, my boy. That's it.
No, if that's the way, if that is such a myopic approach to life, I'm only going to talk about my experience. Then why have a conversation?
No, I'm open to hearing what you have to say, but I can still talk about what I experienced and what I think based on my experience.
You're not even telling me what you experienced, though. Because you let you tell it. You had your mama and your daddy in a home and you went to college. So you're not even talking about what you experienced. Hold on, wait, crypto. Again, there's no need to get defensive right now and start trying to lie and whatever. You are. Stop. The reason why I'm saying you're getting defensive is because I just clocked you. You just said that you did. You just said that I'm giving you my experience, but you weren't though. According to you. So which one is it? Is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one Mike? What, did you grow up in a neighborhood where you didn't have any access to any after school programs or whatnot, and your daddy wasn't there, and you didn't know how to, and you didn't get the tutelage to be a man? Or are you speaking for your homies? Because those two things are two different things.
I'm speaking for my community.
Okay, so you're not telling your story.
I'm
right
in this community.
I know. Hold on. Wait. So you're not telling your story.
Yes, I am telling my story.
No, you're not. You're telling other people's story.
No, I'm affected by this. Is the community I grew up in. If I'm a product of my environment and my community, of course I see that.
All right, man.
Hey, but can I just tell you, I learned something on your last episode. I came up here. You actually did educate me on something. I want to give you a props for that. I didn't know what centering yourself meant. When you guys kept saying that, I learned. I got an idea what it meant, and I went and looked into it and kind of got a better understanding of what that meant. And so that's what he's kind of doing, right? He's centering himself. He's telling his own personal experience and kind of.
That's all.
Well, actually, that's what he's saying he's doing. He's centering himself. But what you're saying is he's actually telling the story of other people because he didn't actually experience what he's talking about.
He didn't, and he's trying to do that. But the reason why he's trying to do, but this is the problem.
Same thing too, though.
But wait, no, I'm not speaking for myself personally, though.
Okay. I just want to.
I don't. I'll tell you when I'm speaking for myself. I'll use an anecdote to make a point here and there, but I don't be speaking from most of this shit from my own experience. Like when I brought up the fact that men bully other men and boys when they are smart or whatever, just generally speaking, right? And then I gave an anecdote. I wasn't the reason why I think that isn't because it happened to me though. You see what I'm saying? I can look outside in the world.
Similar to us, though.
What?
As soon as bro came up, as soon as Ken came up, the first thing he did was try to come for me.
That's right.
It's similar. You brought up the bullying for being smart.
Okay.
When I brought the whole
Hold on. Let crypto go.
Masculinity in middle schools, it's done through, like, they don't teach us black boys in middle schools to like work with each other. They teach us to compete against who's faster.
What is masculinity?
What is masculinity? That's a great question.
Yeah.
I don't have a definition on the top of my head.
So why are you using the word?
Why am I using the word?
If you don't even know what it is, why are you using the word?
Why am I using the word?
Yeah. I feel like that's a valid question. Hold on.
I'm gonna keep saying it, bro. I'm gonna keep saying it until it sticks, until it means something, until it's mainstream. Black men are the weakest link in our fucking community. Like, y'all are embarrassing, bro. Y'all are fucking embarrassing.
We are embarrassed.
Why are you saying y'all like you ain't
Mr.
one?
Jones, what are you doing about that?
No, wait. How is he saying black men as if he's not one of them? That's what I'm saying. There's something attachment here.
What's he doing about that?
Because
Shaming us.
But wait.
Bullying us, because bullying doesn't just take place. Bullying takes place amongst nerds. Ask any kid who goes to a high level level school. They're all nerds and they still bully.
When I say these things, I'm not excluding myself.
But you say y'all
So what is you doing about it, Mr. Jones?
I'm not excluding myself.
But wait.
I'm not saying
Wait. Time out.
not Jones. I'm saying black men.
Time out. If Jones himself was making sure that he is educated and he's not perpetuating these, terrible characteristics of black men, then that's really all he needs to do. Now, if he wants to do more than that, he can. He's not obligated to do that, though. Just first and foremost. Secondly, he got sons and he got daughters and he's raising them, right? So he's raising the kids. So when you say, what is he doing? He making sure that his kids don't participate in that same bullshit. So let's not get into the who doing what. Don't nobody give a fuck about that up here. All I care about is what is you doing? Why are you using a word that you don't know the definition to? That's what I care about right now. Hold on, wait, Ken Folk. Hold on, Ken Folk.
It's not that. So I could just be it. You know what I mean? I am masculine. You know what I mean? I could just.
What is masculine? What does it mean?
the characteristics of men and boys. Come on, we know.
Hold on. Let him answer.
I can tell you the actions that I take in my daily life that I think that are masculine.
Okay.
I could do that.
Is masculine? Is
How
masculine?
I treat the women in my family. How naturally, if they need me for certain things or they need me to come through, I understand my role. Like,
Why does that make you masculine?
I'm saying those are the actions that I believe that I take that makes.
I know. I'm saying, why does that make you masculine? For showing up for your family, that makes you masculine?
Well, because the women in my family, there's a sense of expectation that they put on me, to get these things done. So it's like, okay, so it's from a general aspect. I'm like, okay, so hey, if a man is supposed to do that, and you
do what?
You ladies are looking for whatever that they need a man to do.
Do what? What can't they do? What can't these women in your? What can't? Hold on, Crypto. What can't these women do?
Go do this.
So pump the gas. Okay, women can't pump their own gas. Keep going. Hold on, keep going.
Whatever gender roles that they put out there, bro.
They put. Hold on, wait. Valley said.
We're in a society, bro. We're in a society.
Valley said.
Can I just say one more point, bro?
Hold on. I got you, Crypto. Hold on. Valley said, I hate that black men think we're so different. That's what I really be trying to get black men to really understand that black men and black women are really similar. And there is almost nothing I can think of that black boys go through that little black girls don't, but worse. That's why I hate the excuse. I personally get sick of the excuses. Personally.
We're not talking about black girls.
But
Any black men would disagree with that.
yeah, they do. They do it every day. They'll try to tell you that black boys got to work. Brandon, I swear to God, I swear to God, if you go watch, I think it's the one before, the video before, not video, but whatever. Even on my page, the black men's is like, oh, black girls don't got to do this. They don't got to help out with their families. I'm sitting there like, that is like the most feminine shit I could think of, raising a family, like helping out with the kids. That's what girls do. That's what we adultify little girls all day long in our community. That's what we do.
What I can agree with you is I do believe black females do have it worse growing up because black men are babied by their mama, which make us soft.
I agree. Exactly.
Black girls, they're looked at like, you need to cook, you need to do this.
Yep.
You gotta watch your little brother from a very
they adultify the little girls and they pacify the little boys. I agree. That's my point. And I don't blame the mothers specifically that's why I hate that conversation, because where are the dads at? So if the dads ain't there, you can't say it's because the mamas is doing. No, it's because the daddy's abandoned. Like, let's be for real. But yeah. So let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. And that's when Crypto brought that up earlier. That's what I was saying. That was my point. You cannot say, if you're going to say, oh, black boys, they don't got nowhere to study and da. I can say, and that once you say that, then I can say, well, then what are the black girls doing? Why don't we just do what the black girls are doing? Because they're actually succeeding more than us.
I can go on and on with the fallacies with the black girls.
Fallacies?
But I'm not talking about
what fallacies?
Black girls are lacking.
Wait. What fallacies? Hold on. Crypto. What fallacies? What do you mean?
For example, I feel like our black girls are not properly educated when it comes to health ed, how to, with the period and the vagina and all that stuff. I don't think, they are properly educated. And that's a big issue in our community. So,
who told you that? How is that a big issue in our community? Based on what?
based on teen pregnancy.
Teen pregnancy is at an all-time low.
But it's what? Have you seen Planned Parenthood and all?
Hold on, wait, crypto. Are you sure you went to college?
Bro,
you said you graduated from college. I always got it. Every time y'all come up here and y'all start saying you graduated from college, I'm listening to y'all and I'm just like, there's no way that this is a college-educated person.
We don't have to do a cojones contest, bro.
I'm not, trust me, brother, you got it. I'm not, sir. Hold on, crypto. What I'm saying is the things you are saying are so anti-intellectual that I have a hard time believing that you have gone to college and got a degree.
We're debating, bro.
It is not a debate. You think we're debating?
Bro, you're talking about intellectualism, bro. I believe I'm smarter than you if you want to talk about intellect.
But you don't know the words you're using, though.
Come on, bro. I don't know the words.
You just use fallacy out of context. You not
smarter than either myself or Bob. All right, then Mr. Jones, you got it, brother. So who got my money, Mr. Jones? Who got my money? When you talk about somebody being smart, do that. In a way, you guys are attacking his intelligence because he's not doing Mr. Jones. Exactly. That you guys are experts in. Like,
no, wait, what are we experts in?
It's like a physicist telling.
You think I'm an expert in English? I'm not an English major. I'm not an English major. Hold on, Brandon, stop trying to, please. You be better than that. Don't cyber slurp these niggas. This what I'm saying is, and it's important. We're having this conversation, right? And he is just saying it's a bunch of bull. It's just fluff. So I'm like, get to the meat of it. That's what I don't like. Like using all these platitudes and shit, talking about, we learning how to be masculine. What do you mean learn how to be masculine?
So they don't know how to be concise. People kind of exist in platitudes. Like most people, you could bring most people in the audience up and they're gonna be talking in platitudes because that's how people.
Most people are undereducated. You're right. I agree. But that proves how undereducated you are, though.
But we are also taught to verbally jab. We are host of shows, bro. So we know how to kind of go at people.
I'm not trying to go at him. I'm trying to get what I want. Believe it or not, what I want everybody to do, I don't give a fuck. Everybody. I want everybody to use I want everybody to put their thinking caps on and think. Stop saying stuff that doesn't make sense, because a lot of what he's saying, the tones, I don't like it. It's just, they're just lies. So I'm like, what are we talking about here? Nothing he's saying is rooted in reality. He's just been making up stuff this whole time, and crypto's just jumping around from like point to point like a fucking leapfrog. I'm like, bro, get to the point. What are you really trying to say? Like, what is the point?
What can men do that women
bro jump straight to, you know what I'm saying, like a dick measuring contest. Like, hey, let's see who has more money, blah, blah, blah. Bro, you don't know me. Google me.
We know you got more money than us, Mr. Jones X. You doing the same thing right
now. But wait, Valley said, we're men. Men is men.
we men, because being a man is cool, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being a man. I was going to give you an example of what a man can do that a woman can't do. Me and my daughter and my wife was walking down the street in Chicago one day, walking to a museum. And my wife was like, I bet you can't carry me. You know, the blocks in Chicago are long as hell. So my wife was like, I bet you can't carry me down this whole block. It was long. And then, my daughter is bigger than my wife. I said, okay, I'm going to carry you down this whole block. Then the next block, I'm going to carry her down the whole block. So then I carried my wife, then I carried my daughter. And then I said, I challenged them, can y'all carry each other down one block? And they couldn't do it. Like, men are we're stronger physically than women, bro. That's probably our number one advantage over women. And there's just certain things that women prefer not to do that men are willing to do.
You're just saying that we can harm women. That's all you're saying.
That's not what I said. What? See what I'm saying? That's a disingenuous statement right there. I didn't say nothing about harming nobody.
What is the relevancy of that statement?
What I'm saying is there are things that a man can do that a woman can't do. There are things that women can do
harm women.
Can't do. That's just a characteristics of our sex. Like, a man can't have no baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't
not true. Men can't have babies.
Oh man, let's not do the trans. Y'all.
This is crazy.
What are we doing?
I'm so tired.
You just don't feel about anything I say, bro. It's trained like a dog, bro.
I'm so tired of it.
You train like a dog to try to pull the negative out of any statement, bro.
All right.
You are
Can we let a woman speak? I
was being peaceful and I said something nice about women, and you turned.
I don't think it was nice. Saying that women can have babies isn't nice. That's just because you don't give women no props. Huh? Go ahead, BBG.
Usually,
yep.
I'm trying to be nice today.
See? Go ahead, BBG. Hey, y'all, please tap the screen. We only have 48,000 likes. We should be well over 150,000 right now. Definitely bang the cash out one time. Keep the live alive. Please and thank you. Go ahead, BBG.
This is why I said that being nice is a performance and being kind is personality, is character. Because his way of performing nice is reminding us that he can carry his wife down the street, but she can't carry him. Never mind the fact that we all see the same profile pic. There are plenty of women and men who cannot carry him down the street. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But well, hold on, because I had to sit and listen that whole time that you were talking. It was painful, but I got through it.
Congratulations.
Child, because conflating like very odd social norms to biological differences is always going to be weird, and it's very strange to me that men do that in general, especially when they use their own anecdotal experiences to go, oh, this is the case for everybody. Of course, there are women who probably could, like, there are women who could pick you up. There for sure there are. Now, granted, does that mean every woman? No. Does that mean every man? No. I'm not gonna go there. But my daughter could pick me up. She's 16.
She's strong.
So she's a great man. I'm happy for her.
Come on, man.
Don't call my daughter a man. See how you disrespected another woman
That's
because
not
you don't
disrespectful.
Call my daughter a man.
You just said
She's a great man.
Hold on. Let me finish.
This is why
you just said that the woman. The difference that you said between being a man and being a woman was the fact that you were walking through the street with your wife and your daughter, and you said that you could carry her, but she couldn't carry you. You said that was the difference, that was how you measured who was different from whom. I'm proud of her. The strength that she has, the big strong man, is amazing.
You called
It's
her a man.
great.
You called her a man.
She got man strength. That's what she's saying. So is that not? But she just basing it based on what you.
Come on, bro. I wouldn't call you.
Don't know that. Sorry.
Respect has to be among everybody.
What you want? What you want her to say, man? You miss it. You miss what you said. Basically, bro, she just took what you said, and when she applied, I know that's all you heard. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. You missing what she. You miss what she's saying. I don't know. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. You got to understand. A, I wouldn't care. But B, what I'm saying is that she is just making the point that the way that I'm interpreting this is what you said was dumb. And that's why she's saying, like, yeah, because based on the thing that you said, then your daughter is a man because she can carry you. Because that's what you were saying. That's all she's saying. Yeah, she just took what you said and showed you how dumb it is because then when she applied it to your daughter, it was kind of dumb though. Go ahead, BBG.
You unmuted to waste our time, and I'm not sure why.
Go ahead, BBG.
And I think that this is literally, that was my point. This is where. Does any man want you?
She married. Go ahead.
You said, hold on.
See?
You said, does any man want me? The woman?
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Oh, he sounds.
I'm about to say, yo.
What?
Don't disrespect. PBG is that here.
Who is running? Who over there? I know you're not talking about everybody saying.
Oh my God.
Hey, bro. That's because your daughter wasn't available. I would have got a big strong man that could carry me down the Chicago walkway. You should give us a demonstration of
God damn, dude. This shit crazy.
You tell her to give me a call.
Hold on.
Why she can put whatever she want to put right there.
Hold on, wait. LaMonica said, can you LaMonica said, can you carry a baby B? Teresa said, you can't discuss systemic issues with non-readers. That's true. Teresa said, Jones is literally an expert in this. Drop kinfolk. And Sarah said, ham hock. Buy ham. Hold on, son. She said, buy ham hock. And that's you, kinfolk. So she
Make sure they pay you to drop me.
they did. They paid to drop you. I don't drop people for free.
First. Y'all some haters.
Damn, dude. Go ahead. Are y'all not in it? Hold on, man. Hold on. That was Teresa and Sarah coupled up together and dropped that man.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was. Nah, but he'll be back. Hey, you can pay the Husky, man. It's $100 to come back. You know what I'm saying? Donate to it.
He ain't smart enough to put the money from his account to his Cash App to do that.
You don't think you can figure it out, T?
Hell no.
Ah, damn, that's crazy.
Bro immediately came up. This is what I keep telling you. Like, Pub, when we have conversations offline, that's what I keep telling you. Why do these motherfuckers, like, they will not come up on my platform and say shit to me. But if they see me anywhere else, they come up and immediately crash out on me.
I don't know. Well, you already know why. We know why. What the hell? We know why. Kinfolk said it's hostile territory.
If you want the fisticuffs, if you want to throw hands, listen, my DMs is wide the fuck open.
No.
Jones, it's okay, bro.
Yeah. Everybody, we come in peace. We come in peace. Right. We just talking shit.
Nobody ain't smart. I don't. Like, man, whatever. I'm nobody. I already got kinfolk. I already got kinfolk blocked. But if you find that daughter page, wait, never mind. I ain't gonna say that because that lady ain't got nothing to do with it. Tell it to come holler. Tell her come holler. Yeah, they got a nice war.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Eli Aries? Right, did you know you was up here? I don't think he even know he up here. I'm gonna go on and drop him. Damn, y'all. Damn.
They immediately come up here and start talking crazy to me, like off break, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
And then be wildly loud and stupid the whole rest of the time.
Where Crypto go, man?
Ran away. Yo, bro, all we needed to know is he was a crypto bro. That's all. Like, we didn't need to know nothing else. Are you sure that was stand for Crypto the Super Dog? Wow.
Oh, Crypto said his phone died. He back though. I was like, where Crypto go, man? We didn't get to finish having our conversation.
Yeah, my bad, man.
You good? Nah, you good. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Crypto. I know you wanted to finish what you were saying. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just saying, back to my point with the whole, I had brought up the military originally for the whole male loneliness part. As I said, I think the male loneliness, as I said earlier, it has more to do with the male himself. It has nothing to do with the women. I think as men,
I agree with
that.
As
I said, something was lost. I don't know at what age. I don't know what age to bring. Like, I don't know if we take the puberty years as serious as the girls take when they start getting their Kool-Aid. So it's kind of like, I don't know, and it's kind of like, I think we just need to, do a little bit more for when it comes to our black boys in those ages, between the ages of like 13 and like 20.
But the little black boys are being conditioned from birth. You know what I'm saying? We're all being socialized from birth.
They're being touched. How about this? They're being touched.
No. Not touched. Not touched.
They are being touched. They are definitely being touched, brother. I mean, they are definitely being touched. So that's another thing.
Who's touching them?
Are they uncles? I don't know. The family friend? Who knows? I don't know, bro. Something. Yeah, bro.
Ali said, that boy sound like Sonny from iRobot. Hold on. They on your head. Hold on, man. I had to think about that one.
What I did, kid. I'm just trying to,
you refer to women's menstrual cycles as cool as getting Kool-Aid, which is absolutely.
And you said they got a problem with keeping it clean. That was crazy.
That is insane.
I didn't understand.
They have a problem with keeping it clean. I said that.
Oh, is that what you were saying? That's what I interpreted it as. What were you saying?
Okay, earlier we don't. They didn't get education, proper education about, like, you know what I'm saying, how to.
I said there's a lack. There's a lack in that. I think there should be more education.
There is not.
Yeah, I'm confused. Right. What don't they know how to do? What don't they know how to do?
Just, you know, like, just protect themselves more in that way. Like, just, you know, protect themselves. Understand that they have ovaries.
And, you know, with teen pregnancy.
Yeah, that's why it's confusing now.
I mean, if you look at, you know, white, redneck, and black ghetto, teen pregnancy is very common.
Who getting them girls pregnant?
I think, like, in 2020,
who getting them girls pregnant?
There was more.
Hold on, Crypto.
Black women.
Crypto. Who getting them girls pregnant?
Yeah, the black men.
The men, right? Not boys. The men are. Okay, so why are you blaming little girls?
Or boys.
No, it's mostly men. No, it's mostly men. Why are you blaming the black girls then? Why are you talking about sex ed? It ain't got nothing to do with sex ed. It's older men are raping them.
Because you mentioned, because when I was mentioning the point in black boy education, I said, yes, I can go on this. There's probably black girl stuff too, like whatever the system. Like, for example, I know in the health system with black women, like, they don't get the same kind of care that the white women supposed to ever said like that. I read that fact somewhere. So what I'm trying to say is, I understand that there are issues when it comes to, you know, black women, whether it's their reproductive rights or anything. But I just wanted to focus on the male side, you know, and I didn't want to, you know, bring up the females. I want to be able to exclusively talk about.
Why do you keep saying black boys and black men, and then refer to women and girls as females? Like, why do you keep doing that, bro?
Okay, so homie, that's how I talk. I'm not trying to be offensive or nothing. What
that's wildly offensive.
Okay, so Mrs. Jones, what would you like me to say then? And I'll say the word
girls or women.
Okay, that's cool. I'll say girls or women. Okay.
I don't even understand why that's a problem.
There's no problem with it, brother. You just met.
I don't even understand where I'm from.
You don't know what part of Florida. You don't know what Ebonics are part of. You don't know how I. Oh my! You don't know where I'm from, bro. You don't know. That's how we talk. Even when I said the term Kool-Aid, that's in Miami. That's how girls talk.
But crypto.
That's how to refer as a mistress.
Hold on, wait. But crypto. Time out. But crypto, you went to college. Why you still talking like you from Pork and Beans?
Right.
What do you mean? What is it like?
You went to college. You got a whole degree to still talk like you came from fucking Pork and Beans. Not for that. Not to be disrespectful. What do you mean a safe space?
Who did I disrespect?
Women, black women specifically. Like, what the fuck?
I'm just saying where I'm from. When I use that term, it's not offensive. If I offended somebody, I do apologize. I'm just saying where I'm from. That's how they say it, bro. Like, I'm saying.
Do you consistently go to other people's hoods and just say random things?
Do I go to other people's hoods? I don't go.
Would you go to a neighborhood that you don't know and just randomly start like greeting people, you know, in uncommon ways? Would you? I'm
gonna be myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like you, I'm gonna just be myself.
You wouldn't be yourself for long if that's the way that you so choose. And I think that the part that's being intentionally missed is that you are saying a lot of things that's offensive. Not something. You're saying a lot of things that's offensive.
I would say everything he has said thus far has been offensive.
Just about, actually. Referring to women's menstrual cycles as Kool-Aid, calling women and girls females. Like, there's a list. There's a nice little list of things that you have said that has been offensive. Outside of the fact that you also feel that women and girls aren't being properly educated about their menstrual cycles, which is a weird take. That's a new one, I will say. I've not heard a red pill man have that talking point as of yet, and that is a new one that needs to be added.
Put that on the bingo card. Put that on the bingo card, BPG.
The crypto, the suit, and the females say otherwise. I'm not saying you are.
It's TikTok, BPG, so I can't be too offended. It is TikTok, but the women that know me in real life, hey, I think they'll say otherwise.
The women that know you in real life are putting you in a group chat.
Okay, that's fine.
What do the red pillars believe about women?
I'm not a red pillar, bro. Like,
Then how do you know you're not a red pillar?
Because I know what that stuff that they say about women.
Then what do they say? Hold on, you just see what I'm saying, bro? Like, are you listening to what you're saying? You just said, I don't know what red pillars talk about. When I asked you, what do red pillars talk about? Then I said, then how did you know you're not a red pillar? And you said, because of the things they talk about. What things do they talk about? That's what I'm asking you.
I don't subscribe to like whoever that guy is, the African looking dude and the Indian. I don't subscribe to none of those guys. Like, I don't know who he is.
Hey man, this shit is funny.
Like, because
because their names will go around before their faces. You describing what they look like.
I think his name Auburn Preach.
Nope, that's not their name.
Was it
Fresh and Fit?
Yes, that you see, Fresh and Fit. That guy. Yeah.
Abba and Preach are
from their faces though.
Yeah, Abba and Preach is red pill light. Bro. I don't know what the little nigga look. I know they name more than I know they faces.
Both of them fucking posted videos about me. Both of them.
Oh, that's crazy. Teresa said, this man hasn't completed general education. Drop. She put 2 on that boy head. This is crazy, man. This is a crazy day. The front porch gardener said The front porch gardener said he definitely had an issue with women. Referring to women as females takes away our humanity. It takes us. It makes us less than in men's eyes. Yeah.
Bro, okay, I will try to fix that.
So you've never been around women, called them females, and they were like, why are you calling us females?
Bro, I went to an HBCU with all women. Never, bro. They elected me as class president. Like, I never.
What HBCU did you go to?
I went to FAMU.
I think. Hey, Terrell. Hey, hold on, Terrell. Hey, was that Terrell? He was yelling in the back.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to me?
No, why would I call you honey, sir?
She apologized to her husband because that's where he went.
I'm talking to my husband. What years was you on the hill? What years did you go to FAM? What years was you on the hill?
2007 to 2011.
Yeah. Let's take a walk. Oh my God.
It's funny.
Okay.
Hey, you done disappointed, Joe. You done.
I'm disappointed. What? You keep saying men and boys. Who did I disappoint?
You disappointed. I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah, you can go check it out. 2011 summa cum laude.
No.
Oh, no, go check it out.
You graduated summa cum laude?
Go look it up. I got the proof. Go look it up.
I'm just.
And my master's.
Hey, that's.
No,
go look it up.
That's amazing.
No more information because let's never forget that Kwame Kilpatrick went. Because I might know this. Let's never forget.
If he graduated summa cum laude, you might know him for real.
Yeah. I'm very known. I was Senate President pro temp. I was actually on the paper a month ago. I was on the front page of the Miami Herald for the work that I'm doing in my community. I'm actually about to open a career. I can't talk because I'm an RFP. So yeah, man. Listen. Well respected in my community.
Everybody got one. Man.
Y'all are tripping, man.
I'm sorry that the 641 people on this live doesn't find me. In real life,
you call them females.
I've helped a lot of women, Mr. Jones, a lot in the work that I do. So
I'm in the New York Times. Like you're not saying.
Oh, New York Times
is not the same.
I actually have a partnership with the New York Department of Labor.
We're not the same, bro.
I'm just saying, brother.
All right. Let me read these. Osa said 5 on him. I bet he thinks he is a good guy. He is so disgusting. You are deaf red pill. Get help immediately. That's 7 on that boy head. Ali said the women in the group chat call you big jeans. Hey, wait a minute. I'll be wearing big jeans. Hold on.
Hey, I'm being talked about.
Hold on, man. Hey, wait up, y'all. Slow down a little. Not too much on big jeans. Calm down. Y'all tripping.
It's all fun and games. It's all right. I ain't tripping.
That's crazy. That's wicked work. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of it. Now, you know what I think though, Crypto? Where we agree, and this, I'm gonna tell you, where we agree is men need to change. That's what you're saying, right? You saying the problems. Okay, cool. I'm with you. That's what we agree. You said the male loneliness epidemic isn't really what women are doing. It's really based on what men are doing. Yeah, I agree, because women are reacting to the things that men are doing. But initially though, you said that most women within the ages of like, I don't know, whatever, the 30 or something like that, want to be in relationships. Where did you get that information from?
From dating, you know, the 30 plus women, they talk differently from the, you know, the 23 to 30. It's just different. You know, that's a millennial versus a Gen Z. And there is to me, from dating, there is a big difference, huge difference.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
And you're dating 23-year-old women?
No, I'm dating like 25, 26.
That's crazy.
Why?
That's crazy.
35 dating 26-year-olds? Why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
I mean, I don't really see a problem with that. I think that's the problem.
You don't think that's a problem?
I mean, in today's society, I mean, my mom and dad are 10 years apart.
That should tell you something right there. They old school too. They was all problematic.
And they did very well. They raised, you know, 4 kids. We all went to college. You know, it was really till death do it part.
This sounds problematic.
I mean, I guess, brother. Hey, anything, you know, if you don't agree with me, you're going to say problematic.
No, that's not true. Nope, that's not true. This sounds problematic. Till death do me part. Till death do us part. I don't like that. That sounds like I'm locked in.
That's what my mom and dad did.
I know. I'm saying. I think that's.
Give us a reason you wouldn't date somebody your age.
Right. I of course, I would date a woman my age. I don't have.
Why don't you?
When
Bob asked you, what age women are you dating? You gave a number, and so why aren't you dating women your age?
No, but I said in that 10 year, I said there's a difference between 30 and up and between 25 and 30.
That's the question I just asked.
I'm dating both. I'm like a lot of women that are around my age.
No.
Hold on, let him finish. Hold on. I want to finish that statement. Hold on.
A lot of women, like the women that I'm talking to right now around my age, it's like most of them already have kids. Like most of them that I'm already talking to, they have kids.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, you got it. That's what you got to wait. But that's what. Look, hold on.
It's no problem.
Hold on. It is, because you just mentioned it as if it's a problem. So, it's a problem to you. It's not a problem in general, but it's a problem to you because you don't have kids, right? I'm guessing, and you don't want to have. But you're old though. Like by the time of 30, like you're 35, you haven't found somebody yet, or for whatever reason, whether it was your choice or whatever, you haven't found somebody yet. You're interested in somebody, and you don't want to, like, you have to accept the fact that the majority of the women you date your age are gonna have kids. You waited too long. That's your bad. Your swimmers is already geriatric anyway. Them motherfuckers bumping in.
I just said 49% of women don't have no kids.
Who said that?
That's what I was saying earlier. Somebody said that.
I never said that at all.
I've never said anything like that before.
You know, in the chat when I was like going back and forth, people told me they said,
"Who is y'all, sir?" I'm not the chat. I don't know what you're talking about. The majority of 35-year-old people have kids. Hold on, wait. Let me. The majority of 35-year-old people have kids, men or woman. The majority of 35-year-old people have kids. By the time we hit 40, 80% plus, 85%.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, can I ask you a question real quick though? How many 25-year-old friends do you have?
I just started that like this year.
Started what?
I started dating.
No. Not girlfriends. Friends. Male friends. Like, how many 25-year-old friends do you have?
Not a lot.
Wow. How many? Do you have any? Would be my question. Do you have any 25-year-old friends? Male friends?
I don't.
You don't have any 25-year-old friends.
It's almost like y'all have nothing in common.
Yeah, I wonder why you don't have any. I don't know why don't you have any 25-year-old friends? I wonder. As a 35-year-old man, I can think of some reasons, but why? What do you think?
Like all the spaces I'm in, I work with like older people.
So why are you dating 25-year-old women then?
Why am I dating 25-year-old women?
If you're in spaces with older people, where are you finding 25-year-old women? So that means you are actively seeking out 25-year-old women. Because if you're
and I find out they tell me their age. Like if I'm out, like let's say I go to, a brunch, or if I go to, any, type of event, and like, one of those, the social events. That's where, when I go to social.
Why don't you need 25-year-old men in those spaces?
These just be predators, bro. I swear to God, bro. They're so predators.
I mean, I don't think I'm doing anything that's predatory, but hey, if that's what you want to call it, my boy, hey.
If you're meeting people who you are socializing with, and you're going to social spaces where there are 25-year-old women but not 25-year-old men, for sure that's predatory. Like and I honestly, every time y'all say these numbers, I ain't even gonna lie, we know that number be younger. Like y'all use a safe number, because if you use the actual number, it's gonna sound much worse. But if you're going to spaces and you're saying that the spaces that you work in don't have young men, but the spaces that you socialize in have young women, that means that you're socializing in spaces where there are young women, because you could very easily, like, it's not hard to transition from the people that you work with and the people that you socialize with being in the same age group. Because honestly, for a lot of people, what happens? You go to work, your coworkers talk about this spot that they went to for coffee or brunch or whatever. Even if they don't go with you, they recommend a place. You go to that place. It's usually people who are in that same age range. It's not hard to do.
But in my spaces, I don't work with a lot of other black men in any time in my experience.
About black men.
Because you're talking about these spaces, so it's like from a social aspect. Like when I'm at work, or when I was in corporate America, I didn't hang out with my coworkers. We didn't have commonalities. Like I didn't have this. We didn't like the same music. We didn't like to do the same things. There's not a black there. When I was in corporate America, there was not a lot of black men in corporate America. So yeah, again,
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying that in order for you to find, if you're not socializing with your coworkers because y'all don't have things in common, because you're in those spaces with them, that means that in order for you to find these spaces where young women are, you're seeking out spaces where there are young women. And especially if there are 25-year-old women, their peer group is women who are usually between the ages of about maybe 18 to maybe 27. I'll stop at 27, truth be told, because women over 27 who are reaching that 30 age, they tend to not even be around a lot of women who are within their peer group. They tend to be around women who are, more settled, who are usually a little bit older than them. So you don't realize what's happening with you, where you are intentionally, whether you don't notice it or not, you are looking for those spaces with young women.
Okay, that's what you say. And you know me well, so
that's what you just told us.
I mean, hey, man, listen. If that's what you say, girl, that's what you say, dog. Like, I can't. I'm not gonna.
Why did you just call them girl? Like, bro, are you okay?
Hey, somebody calling him Ronald Kelly. Come on, man.
Yeah, like, hold on, bro. I don't understand why you don't understand. Like that. Like,
why I don't. Why I don't understand.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I like that.
Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's Saturday night, and I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go meet new people. I live in Miami, Florida, so hey.
I think that was strange, but just I want to get back to the original point. So you're saying that, and I asked you, just so you know, I was asking you, where are you getting this information from that most women between the ages of 23 and 30 want to be in relationships? Where are you getting that information?
And I said from dating, like when I go out and talk to these women, and yeah.
How many women do you? If you're going out and you are approaching women and women are talking to you, could it be that it just so happens that you're talking to the women that are interested in dating?
Yes, I'm talking to women that are interested. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why would the assumption be the average 23 to 30-year-old is looking to be in a relationship? Because when I look at the numbers, when you see like what their projections about for women in relationships, they're talking like half of women are going to be childless, and like it seems like women are actually, and because they're younger women, they're saying like in the next 10, 15 years. So they're the women that are like 18, 19, 21, 25 right now. They're saying that that generation of women are not going to have kids. Half of them aren't going to have kids. Half of them aren't going to be married and so on and so forth. So I'm not understanding the logic in like saying that they want to be in relationships, because I don't think they do.
Well, yeah, I mean, and the women that are not married and don't have kids, I'm finding out for the first time it's by choice, because through you guys, you saying it's their choice, and I didn't really know that.
You didn't know that women were choosing to abstain from men?
Well, when I saw the Planned Parenthood numbers going up,
what Planned Parenthood numbers? What do you mean?
Well, when I saw the abortion, so like in New York City, in Black women, there were more abortion than births.
So that's one city, and I don't know if that's true, but that's one city.
Yeah, I mean, you can go look it up. So
I know, but wait. That's one city.
Yeah.
Like, so even if that's true, that's one city. Right?
Yeah, go look at the abortion numbers.
Hold on. What abortion numbers?
Like, the abortion numbers are like high, bro.
What does that have to do with anything?
So it's not that. So they're just, doing the abortion. That's why they're not having the babies. The abortion.
No, people are having less sex now. Period. Especially younger people. Yeah, especially younger people. They're having less sex. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess I don't know what people are doing.
Then why? Hold on.
How is that? Like, do people report? Like, so like, do I go on the site and say yes, I'm having sex, and no?
Yeah, there's actual. I
gotta go put in my numbers then.
The same way,
so I can be logged in.
Like, you being condescending right now while being wildly ignorant is hilarious to me. The same way that people report ABs and whatnot is the same way people report SMECs. It's the same thing.
And also, when women go to see their gynos and they have to get pap smears and stuff, that's one of the first questions that they ask. Period. When you go to the doctor, even when you go to the emergency room, they ask you if you are sexually active first, and then they make you take a pregnancy test, usually before a whole lot of procedures. But you don't know that because you're a dude, which is why it was weird that you were talking about Kool-Aid cycles in the first place.
BPG, that is not why he doesn't know that. It's not because he's a man. Listen,
but he doesn't.
He doesn't know it, and it ain't because he's a man. But yeah. Let's be.
The other thing is too, though, that stands out to me is I realized probably some time ago that the reason why y'all have the views that y'all do on dating and relationships is because of the fact that you're finding women who are too young to really even care about being in long-term relationships, and you are dating those girls on a consistent basis because they are girls and because you feel like you can manipulate them. Yeah. They're manipulating you more than likely, truthfully, because they young. It's probably funny to them to use an old man for his resources, and then you're making that the basis of your argument for why it is women behave the way that they do. When really, if anybody is dating somebody whose frontal lobe isn't developed, you're probably going to end up with issues because they don't view life in the same way that you do. And y'all make that argument a lot and don't realize the reason why you're having these experiences is because you're dating kids and you're upset because they don't act like adults. Like, that's the root of that.
When is the frontal lobe developed then?
After 25.
At what age is the frontal lobe developed?
After 25.
That question is... Yep.
25. Okay.
You have to ask is the problem, bro. Yeah.
Okay. So I can't
hold me down,
right. I'm just a terrible guy, and no woman should ever want me. That's what I've come up, and I'm never gonna have a woman. And
nobody said that. Nobody said that. The victim shit is crazy, bro.
No, it's no big brother. Mr. Jones, I promise I do not feel like a victim, my boy. I'm just, these are my inferences from this conversation. This is what I'm inferring. It's like, okay, for my low reading comprehension, because of course I don't have no reading comprehension, or I can't comprehend it all. That's what I'm.
See how it's easy to infer things based on what it is people say without them actually saying it. When I said earlier that you were red pill because you displayed traits of being red pill, you said that you didn't know what that was, and there was no way for me to know that you were that, even though it was inferred based on what it was you were saying. But now you can come to this conclusion based on what? What was it? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess. DP, you teaching me a lot. Like, I'm learning a lot from you. So
get that.
You got it, girl.
I get that.
I mean, so my bad. You got it.
Tell you, bro, like, what the fuck is wrong? And it's funnier because I'm a teacher, so if
That's
you learn
amazing.
you probably should at least send up to the gifts.
Oh, that's amazing. And keep doing it. Teacher, I hope you become principal.
Ali said, define what Ali said,
Yeah.
define what an abortion is and how much does it cost?
Define what an abortion is and how much does it cost. I don't know the definition. You know, I don't have a real degree, so I don't know how much it costs. I just know the numbers. I just saw, as I said, it's like it was at a all time. I saw it in New York City. The numbers where in Black women specifically, there was more abortions than birth. So that kind of startled me.
So that statistic actually exists in white women at a higher number. The difference is the only people that have to report are places like Planned Parenthood, because Planned Parenthood receives state funding. However, the state funding is not allowed to pay for, or the federal funding is not allowed to pay for the abortions themselves, but they have to report what procedures they have
done.
Committed to. Yeah, exactly.
So I just did an AI research. They say
you mind if I
sorry, I just got the numbers now. So men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Again, you being condescending is crazy. Go ahead, John.
Wait, because I want to correct just one thing. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. AI does. It's artificial.
It tell you what you want. Go ahead, John.
I was looking at the CDC. My bad.
Go ahead, John.
White women can go to their own personal doctors. You know what I'm saying? Paid for by themselves or by their parents,
or by the man that knocked them up, the cheater, because he.
And those doctors don't have to report, so we don't know the numbers. But because we know the numbers of rapes and SAs and so on and so forth, and
I thought that was like only 1% of abortions.
Because are you not listening?
You don't read. That's why.
Yeah,
it's not.
Because he's not listening.
It's not.
Fine.
It's not at all.
It's
you
because
know at least
those are reported.
3 or 4 women. You probably know offhand. If you knew 6 women, you probably know at least 3 that have had one.
3, no more than that.
Probably, but you also don't know what that entails. So you probably think that these women are just going to a Planned Parenthood and there's vacuum involved, where they are literally. And I hate that I have to go all the way in my Rolodex to find that picture of the baby sitting in the mama's stomach with the full feet sitting up.
Hey, that shit's so funny. And that baby standing, and that baby feet is in their mama feet. The legs is in their mama legs. That shit's so funny, dude.
Y'all think that pregnancy is a literal baby or a child sitting inside of a woman's stomach, and that somehow when a woman is also getting an AB, that means that child is being sucked out through a straw. But you don't actually know what that entails. Or that women who have miscarriages, women who have inviable pregnancies on a consistent basis, and that most of them, the other part is that most of them aren't even procedures that they have to go to the hospital for. These are things that they literally do at home, but y'all don't know that. Not just because you're men, and not just because y'all think that baby's legs are inside the mama's legs, but it's also because y'all refuse to read.
Allergic. Well, you know what most men. You know what men love to read. They love reading stuff that confirms their bias. That's what most of us like to read. Real quick, y'all. Hey, it's 637 people in here. I appreciate y'all getting the likes up. Definitely continue to like, gift the panel, all that stuff. Definitely bang the cash app, give me whatever, all that good shit. Really important. If y'all go to YouTube, hit that the Public Offender 100 sub on YouTube, man. That's free. Go do that right now. It's 644 people. We should have at least 200 of y'all in there right now. I know y'all. Y'all ain't subbed yet. And go to the Fire Podcast, FIRE. definitely, and sub to that too. Jones, did you drop the episode yesterday? I didn't see it. Yeah.
Episode 2 dropped last night.
Episode 2 dropped last night. Jones been working real hard on that, man. I've been MIA. I've been doing some cleaning up on my end, but yeah, we gonna get that together. Y'all definitely go sub to the pages on YouTube, the Fire Podcast and Public Offender 100. Please do that for your boys. Mixulus, what's good with you? Mixulus. Nope, they don't know. I hate when my button don't be reacting. Submissive Provider said, somebody find him in that class registry or news article and send them this live because he is dangerous. Oh my God. Somebody said, just say you like him young. That's cool.
Actually, no, as I said, that it's new to me. As I said, I always dated women my age. You know, I dated 25-year-olds when I was 25, of course. You know what I mean? And hey, to this day, I haven't been lucky enough to, find the right one. But hey,
why do you think that is?
The past couple months, I was actually in a relationship, and I thought, I thought everything was gonna go, but for unequally yoked reasons, I didn't, we didn't move forward.
What you mean?
I am looking. I don't want to badmouth. It's just there are things, foundational things that we didn't agree on.
Like what?
She took the whole stay at home. She took it to the next level, which I actually had to agree with her if if we were already married and she had a child, but she didn't have that. And I was like, bro, nah, like, for now, you can't just sit at home and, you can't just stay home all day.
How old was she? How old was she?
When I met her, I was 31 and she was 28. So we were 3 years apart.
Oh, so this was a while ago. Okay.
Yeah. So we were together for like 3 years. We tried it, and but hey, it is what it is, and
Did you vote by chance?
Did I vote? Yes, I did.
Who did you vote for?
I voted for Kamala. Or Kamala. I'm sorry. Did I say her name wrong? Oh my.
No, you got it. Kamala.
Okay. And but yeah, so that was that, and so you asked me a question. Why? Hey, I am looking in the mirror now. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm happy that you guys checked me about the whole female thing. I'm gonna really, look into that. Calling women females and stuff. But at the same time, hey, what can I do, bro? I mean, I still feel like I have time, and it is what it is. And
you do got time. I'm just saying, yo, you should set your watch to the time of somebody that's closer to your age. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all watches should be synchronized around like 30.
It's crazy. And y'all talk about the age stuff. Most
30 to 40.
And most of the women that I've talked to have dated men like 10 years or older. Like most of them.
Again, hold on, wait. Again, you don't think that is...
It's not. I don't think. At this point, I think it's normal. At this
point, you are meeting the women who date men 10 years older than them.
I was younger, even when I was at FAMU,
now you about to say
they were dating. Even when I was at FAMU, like they were dating the 30-year-old men.
It's okay.
I'm not saying it's okay, Mr. Jones, but what I'm saying is, if I was in middle school, they was dating high school. If I was in high school, they was dating college. If I was in college, they would. And then if I'm now,
it's not okay.
But Mr. Jones, how can I not think that's not normal? If I'm like, dang, since I was a little boy, these girls been
because you educated yourself.
You pronounced groomed wrong.
I guess.
Hey,
So
go ahead.
Yeah. So my question to you is personally, like, do you think that you would have anything in common with somebody that's a decade younger than you?
Do I think I'll have anything?
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
Who'd you ask? Me?
You.
Do I think I would have something in common with somebody a decade younger than me that's not related to me? No. Okay. Not much. I mean, we all, you know what I'm saying? We all just ordinary people, but
culturally we can.
Yeah, I'm sure we could like some things, but there would be a disconnect for sure, without a doubt, a huge disconnect.
Culturally, you can. I think in America, it makes it a little bit harder.
Like if I was me being this age, dating like a decade younger than me is 35. So that's like at least a fully grown adult. But if I was 35, trying to date somebody that's 25, I think it would be something like they want to go to Disneyland and I want to stay in the fucking house. I think it would be shit.
There is not enough that you would ever have in common with a 25-year-old. Kwanzaa is 1 week and Black History Month is 28 days. What else are y'all doing the rest of the year outside of like legit? You're wasting that young lady's time. Like this, and furthermore too, especially not being able to accept that even the girls who were around you that were being groomed and targeted by old men consistently throughout your life, because all the girls knew, especially that was happening because they were the ones who were prey. The fact that you can't see that explains everything that we already know about this conversation.
So my thing is, BPG, when at the time it was happening,
Harlem.
let's say, I'm in high school and the 16-year-old girl dating the 25-year-old guy.
Gross.
What am I supposed to tell? She's my peer. She's, I'm 16. What am I supposed to tell? Am I supposed to tell her it's wrong? Like,
yeah, I told the girls. I told them to run. I had my best friend in high school dated an older man. He and I've told the story before. He used to look like R. Kelly, and he used to drive a car. He used to say Air Joe 23 because he was tall, dark skinned, and had a bald head. He was probably in close to 30 or 30, and she was in high school. And she told me they were dating, and I was like, why? I was younger than her too. I think I was like 2 years younger than her. She told me they were dating. I was like, why? Why would you? I was like, ew, like that's gross. So yeah, I knew at that age that was nasty as fuck. So I don't. What do you mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you. And again, because it happens so much, I'm like, I guess that's these women. I guess that's what they do. Because as I said, most women that
that's what the women do.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say when you talk to most of these women, and it's like, man, all y'all done dated these old ass men. Like, oh my God, is it normal? That's what
a lot of old men who have 3DOs. That's the part that y'all miss. Y'all see these men preying on these young girls, and instead
I don't see these men. I'm getting this information from the women.
Wait a minute. Y'all see these old men, even if you're getting it from the women. When you see these old men preying on these young girls, instead of y'all going, oh my God, that's awful, I need to call the police, you go, I can't wait to grow up and be that dude. Y'all look at him like y'all gonna Jesse the Giraffe, like on the Toys R Us.
I was mad at 25-year-old guy.
I can't wait to grow up and grow the same shit, bro.
How am I doing the same thing? I've never done it. Like, I've never.
25-year-olds.
Yes, I've opened. Yes, as I said, I dated.
When you were 25, you were dating 25-year-olds.
Yes.
And now you are 35 dating 25-year-olds, which means your growth was stunted at 25.
Not stunted. I said because
I'm dating. Evolved to the point of being able to date women your age, probably because of the fact that you can't be and thank God, I'm actually 35, and I didn't even think about that till right now. The reason why y'all don't want to date women your age is because of the fact that if you start telling a 35-year-old woman this mess, she is going to look at you and go, this is absolutely insane. Is something wrong in the home? But if you tell a 25-year-old that, who's used to having an allowance, she's going to do things like you said the other girl that you were dating did. And ask, hey, can I stay home? And, I'll make sure that I clean my room and feed the cat so that I can get my allowance, because that's what she's used to. A 35-year-old woman has established herself enough where she doesn't actually need your money or your resources, so you can't use her in order to fulfill whatever fantasy that you have.
First of all, it's not a fantasy. And again, I didn't even say I'm opposed to dating a 35-year-old. I just brought up the fact that from dating 30 and up and 25 and up, there's a difference. That's all I mentioned. I never said that I'm opposed of dating a 35-year-old woman with her stuff together.
The teenage girls were that those pregnancy rates were high. So if based on that, which you said the numbers don't lie, which your numbers are a lie, but if you're basing it off of that, then you also believe that the 25-year-olds have children, because if they were teens when they were having kids, and a lot of them were teens when they were having kids, that means the 25-year-olds have as many kids as the 35-year-olds. That part.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Not okay, bro.
No, I mean, she making a point. What you want me to do?
I have an answer. What do we want you to do? I would like for you to acknowledge it. Like that.
Acknowledge what?
Her point, her very valid point that she made.
Okay, cool. Right. Check mark. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about, bro. Mr. Jones, what you y'all want to control my response? What you want me to do, bro? It's so embarrassing. It's absurd. What you want me to say?
It's again, and I've been telling you this whole time. It's the condescension mixed in with the ignorance. That's wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, being condescending already is annoying, right? In and of itself. But then you have the audacity to be wildly ignorant. I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
You sound like a fucking dummy trying to teach the class.
Yeah, you are. You are profoundly ignorant right now. I don't know about I don't know about outside of these spaces. I have no fucking clue. I'm saying right now in this space, the things you are saying are wildly ignorant.
Based on my experiences, I didn't guess.
No, your numbers are wrong. Your experiences don't make sense. They don't add up. They're not consistent. And that's why I tell you.
And you need to watch your
What BPG just clocked? She just clocked she just clocked an inconsistency. That was what, like, what do you mean? She just walked you down the inconsistency road. And you said, well, like, what the fuck?
And you know what makes it worse? When you can't be corrected. When people are giving you the information, when they are giving you valuable information and pointing you to the correct numbers, you can't be corrected. You can't receive.
And how you know I can't be corrected? What did I not receive?
Because of how you've been talking. I've been listening. Wait a second. I've been listening to you for a good little minute, okay? I done been in this queue for a while. I actually requested up twice because I feel like you're being disingenuous, okay? I really would like for you to stop invoking the name of FAMU.
Oh yeah, we got another FAMU member. Hey, I forgot we got it.
Okay, listen. I'm class of 07.
Okay.
But, yes, president's list, dean's list, you name it.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Now, what I'm going to tell you is, in order to have constructive conversations, such as the one we're trying to have with you now, you have to listen twice as much as you talk. And again, when you're coming from a place where you're not informed, where you're not coming off educated, even though you want to come off educated, but you're not on this subject matter. Okay, like Public said, who you are off the internet, who you are on your page, you might be that nigga, but over here, you are amateur at best. Listen, be receptive and be respectful, but that being condescending while being a whole fucking dummy is wicked work.
So can I ask you, what did I say that was condescending? That's
man, that's top flight narc behavior. What did I say exactly specific? I've been clocking it the whole time. Every time you say something condescending, I go, wow, you're being wildly condescending. Like, come on, bro. FHG said he's insufferable, 20 on his head. That's 25. Vanity said, make the lonely man epidemic a pandemic, please.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man. The men are not okay, bro, at this point. This shit is crazy.
And you know what? Also, keep your talking points, like, stay over here and listen to us, because what's happening is you using your talking points on these dates or when you're talking to these women and they're getting turned off because they're coming into spaces like this and they're listening to other content and other podcasts, and all you niggas sound the same. Y'all be ugly. Y'all don't be having that much money. If y'all do have money, you don't have the looks to help you. If you do have the looks, you have the personality of a wet rag. Like, if you have personality, you smell.
Okay.
And you stingy.
Hey, hold on. Hey, you show me he has much more money than me.
Okay, that's fine.
I love that for him.
But here's the thing. What you don't know, and I'm going to tell you this, Crypto, what you don't know is shit about women if you're getting your information from other men.
So,
okay? So what I'm telling you is be the person in the room that is willing to learn, that is willing to listen, so that you can be successful if that's your desire. If your desire is to find a mate, because me and BPG married, we off the market.
That's amazing.
We 35 and we off the market. We not out here searching. We getting worship, ate off the bone, licked and lapped, okay? Don't gotta lift a finger, soft life having ass bitches, okay? If you want to be us, I suggest.
Hold on, wait, I gotta clock something, K. Your name can't be Scrawling Back Provider, and you live in a soft life, though. I can't even hold. I ain't gonna even hold. We gonna have to choose one of them. I'm gonna need you to make a decision on one of them motherfuckers.
I'm Scrawling Back Provider to throw these niggas on here, because that's what they wish they was. Period, because I'm a six-figure nigga.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I know you be working hard for the money. Don't do that.
But yeah, so everyone saying, Crypto, if you want this, come to death row. But if you keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, listen.
Keep God in your life.
Keep God in your life.
All the money. Okay.
I try.
He living a better life than me. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing the thing.
I appreciate that, Mr. Jones. I appreciate that, brother. But to answer you,
but I be rooting for black men though. That's the thing. Hold on, wait, just real quick. The problem is y'all niggas make me y'all almost make me not root for you, but I be rooting for you. I ain't your hater, nigga. I'm your congratulator. I'm the nigga that's gonna tell you keep. I'm a nigga that's gonna pat you on the back and tell you keep it going, and I'm gonna try to help you keep it going. But I'm just saying, fam. Hey man, I'm telling you, without beyond a shadow of a doubt, you got some issues. You got some issues. Yeah, you got some issues. We all got issues. Hold on, wait. Wait. I said that wrong. That's why I want to check myself. We all got issues, but I mean specifically as it pertains to the subjects we talking about. You got some issues. You got some red flags. Your red flags is like, woo, like they out there.
They at half mast.
Them motherfuckers, I see them motherfuckers from a mile away. I'm like, God damn, that shit crazy.
It's literally the Super Bowl game, bro.
We can see your shit from space, my nigga. It's crazy. Your shit crazy than a motherfucker. I mean, not being perfect and being atrocious, or you know what I'm saying? Oh, you pretty bad, Crypto.
Put me in a relationship with women. I'm gonna provide. I'm gonna protect.
See?
You feel me?
See? I love that. Hey, hold on, right on time, y'all. Right on time. I say the thing and he confirms it. Go ahead, Jones.
What does it mean to protect? What does it mean to protect a woman?
What does it mean to protect her? Okay, to provide emotional.
No. What does it mean to protect a woman?
I'm telling you, bro. The moment I say something, you say no.
Okay, go ahead.
So to provide, emotional, financial, physical, sexual, and
physical.
Support. That's what I feel. Be there for her in them ways, especially emotional. You know what I mean? Especially emotional.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How do you show up for a woman emotionally?
I think it's communication. I think that's huge. Especially listening to her feelings. We already know about that. Making sure her feelings matter. That's from the emotional side. It has a lot to do with her feelings.
He also helps her with her homework and makes her the school on time.
Mm-hmm. And give her like animal crackers and shit.
Yeah, milk and a cookie head.
Mm-hmm. Putting her down for her nap, giving her binky.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, why do you think that a woman needs you financially?
Why do I think a woman needs me financially? I think, when it comes to finances, that's just one less worry that a woman has to feel secure. So that's just one less worry she got to worry about.
But how do you make her feel secure? That's what we asking. So how do you create a space safe enough to where she feels financially, emotionally, physically secure?
Hugging her from the back when she paying for everything at the cash register.
Oh, absolutely not, bro. Like, come on, my page. You look like I get women.
Hold on, man. I ain't checked your page out, man.
You call her big money?
It's big money. I mean, nah, because I'm the big money.
You call me big money. I don't appreciate that.
I ain't call you big money.
What you said? Oh, you said get that money, girl. That's
Yeah, as you said, he said get that money.
Like, listen, that's what percentage? I'm not led by black men. You said what? What percentage? Not a lot. Households are led by black men. Not a lot. 15%. Not a lot, bro.
Damn. Hold on. Wait. 15%?
Yeah, 50%.
Damn.
I'm not creating broken homes out here. So shoot. Hey. Okay.
Hey, don't have no babies. You too old. You hit the wall.
Yeah. My next question is, who are you protecting them from? Who am I protecting who from?
The women.
Who am I protecting them from? Good question.
Please.
It's not necessarily protecting them from there. It's just no. So, for an example, why do you have insurance? Why do you have insurance?
Let them flesh it out, Mr. Jones. No, sir. Let them flesh it out, Mr. Jones.
Let them work through this one.
It's not necessarily protecting somebody from something. You know, it's just you just have that layer of protection, and having that layer of protection. What is the layer? What is it? Like, for example, let's say,
like an anti-missile,
like an insurance. You know what I mean?
Like Geico.
Back on, like exactly. Explain to me that phenomenon. Like, what phenomenon? What that looks like. So that provides the security that they need. So security, for protection from what? From the emotional standpoint, bro.
ADP.
Protection from what, bro? From
the presidential motorcade?
No, it's not. It's necessarily not like the protection. It's just having that there. And
the chicken pox.
Having what there? Protection from what? My feelings? I don't know, bro.
Protecting her from her feelings?
I don't know, bro. I don't know, homie. Like, can I just say I don't know, bro?
From rubella?
Put a gun in my head to answer the question, bro. I don't know.
Pew pew.
Hand, foot, mouth disease. What?
Wait, from COVID.
No, we're not friends.
Wait, protect them from COVID.
Protect them from what? I don't know.
Peanut butter if they're allergic to.
I don't know, but I know when I did protect Friday, hey, it was happening. No, you can't say you protected and provided. I'm telling you, bro. Rent was paid every month.
Okay, because hold on. So wait, rent is paid every month, right?
Rent was paid every month.
Is your rent? I got you. Is your rent? Hold on, wait. Is your rent being paid every month?
Yes.
Like right now, and you ain't got no woman right now. Wait, and you don't have no woman right now, right?
Nope.
So what the fuck are you doing for her?
What am I doing for her?
I'm saying, listen, nothing. So that you ain't even providing for her because you doing that for yourself. You already got the house.
Yeah.
Like, what you talking about? You ain't nothing changed.
Yeah, I evict her.
Man, I'm about to fucking lose it. I'm about to go crazy, bro.
35-year-old women be having their own place to stay. So when he started talking like this and getting on her nerves, she tell him, you know what, I'm going to go home. Them 25-year-old girls fresh off their college campus don't be having no home.
Yep.
So and you got tweaking crypto. Please cut it out.
This shit crazy right now. He said, I'm just trying to figure out what did you do? How are y'all? Because men love talking about how they be providing, right? This shit be blowing my mind. Men be talking about they be providing, right?
Especially, you gotta remember, brother, I'm educated, so think about all the
don't say it.
Oh,
don't say it. I knew you was about to say that shit, crypto.
So devalue myself, okay.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, all right. Devalue myself. All my hard work, all my life, it don't mean nothing. All right, I'm just gonna be a bum. All right, so you just want me to go be Tyrone? All right, I'll be Tyrone.
This is narcissistic abuse because I never look at him going crazy. So you saying I can't even read, huh, nigga? No, nigga, I did not say that. That is not what I said.
Go ahead and be Tyrone. Matter of fact, be Pookie too.
That's it.
Because here's the thing. You sound just like them motherfuckers.
You do. You do sound like them. You do sound like them. You do.
Not special.
You do.
That's what I'm saying.
Crypto, we talk to them every day. You think we lying to you?
I know them. What are you talking about?
What you mean you know them? You sound like them, my nigga.
You have no broken home.
What that mean? Y'all be hold on. And that's them. By the way, that's them. Because they put such a high value on not having a broken home or not being from a broken home, which you've done many a times, and we don't call them broken homes, but whatever you want to call it, is crazy. Like, you are them. He is I and I am him, slim with the tilted brim. I ain't the devil, though. I don't even believe in that motherfucker.
But you know what? The devil told the truth on one thing.
What was that?
Wait on it. Hey, but no, for real, crypto. Let me tell you one thing.
Hey, come on, man.
No, so tell me, because listen, I'm about to go out tonight, bro. I'm about to really listen.
Come on, okay.
But I'm telling you,
no.
The way you talk, you're not going to get no coochie.
He might.
You're not going to get no good
coochie. Wait. He might.
He said he got some new prey to go try to catch.
First of all,
new prey. I'm a single man. What I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna stay at home and be lonely. I'm gonna go.
What deodorant you use?
Right now I got the little Dove men care. I bought a quick one.
Dove.
At the little Family Dollar.
Dove.
Hey,
Family Dollar. You got crypto money and you buying deodorant from Family Dollar, brother.
Because my money got to be in crypto. What I'm coming
brother.
Why? Wait a minute.
I'm very frugal, bro.
Brother.
He must. Because I want to point something
brother.
out too. I want to point something out too. Because first of all, for you to be a financially responsible man, you go out of your way a lot spending that gas money. Because if you are a well-off crypto king, where are you going to this Family Dollar? Family Dollars,
he's better off than I am. Remember
that. Family Dollars are in the hood, baby.
Family
Dollars. If you live, hey man, where the money resides, there are no Family Dollars. None. Hold up. You just said you live in Family Dollars. That's not. That's the hood. Where I live. Miami Gardens, fucking Opalaka, all that shit down there is the hood. Okay. So Family Dollars, if A plus B, Family Dollars are in the hood. You are hood adjacent. Yeah, you buy the pork and beans. Hey, but look, hold on.
I got you. Whatever y'all say, dog.
Hold on, wait. I'm this
Liberty City.
This real quick, because I love me some deodorants. I'm a deodorant connoisseur. Look, I'm gonna teach you this. You either get
Where
this.
Did that from?
I got this from Amazon, because they used to sell them in Target, but you got to get it on Amazon though. So get your Schmitz. You know what I'm saying? The cucumber joint, that shit fire. You can do that.
Okay.
Don't buy this. This ain't it. It's better than fucking Dove. It's called Native.
It's better than Dove. Okay.
No, yeah, it's better than Dove, but it's trash though. It's expensive and it don't do what it's supposed to do. This shit here, also, I didn't even use this shit. Look, this shit still got the nail top on it. This is the zero aluminum parabens.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Old Spice. I don't really fuck with it though. It was kind of trash. This shit decent. This shit smell okay. Same one, but with the white top. The zero parabens. Gentlemen's, it's decent. And then this shit right here, I got this too. This for the underarms, but I don't really be using it though. I just got it just to try it out, but I don't really use none of that. I just use the Schmitz and then whatever my other. I ain't gonna tell you my other secrets.
Appreciate that.
Because I can't have you smelling like me, nigga. But
no, that's cool.
Yeah, the DO you could do. But yeah, man, get about. Stop using that Dove shit though, my guy. That shit right there. That should have sent you to the morgue.
So yeah, because men pheromones are way too strong for shit like that.
I don't like that shit.
Like you kind of combating some different stuff with that, you know.
I got you.
We don't want you to be musky. We want you to get coochie.
Oh, absolutely.
We want you to learn. We want you to be teachable.
But I want to settle down. Like it's cool to I'm ready to I want the benefits of having the woman again. You feel me? So I'm trying to really get back to that.
How did she benefit you?
She was a companion to me. You feel me? You always had somebody to talk to. You feel me? And there was a lot more. It was a lot more advantages. It's just foundationally.
Like what? What did she do?
She made me feel. She made me feel like a king. She made me feel like a man.
How?
She did inspire me in a lot of ways to be better. She gave I remember when I used to get upset at things, she would, give me other angles to look at it that I would never think about. It was hard. It's the advantages of having a woman, brother. There's a lot of advantages of having a woman.
Those are, inspiration I do, but the rest of that I don't know. Submissive provider said, protection by Viper, stand back. You must think you a goddamn alarm system, huh? Because the way you were talking about protection is crazy. It's still 25 on that boy head, just so y'all know. Definitely. Let's keep the likes going, man. We need more likes in here. We should be about 220. We got 575 people. Definitely bang the cash out one time. Keep it live alive. $1 a do. My boy Crypto outside. It's louder than a motherfucker, man. It's crickets, goddamn cars and shit.
The weather's nice out here, so I'm just taking a walk in the neighborhood.
That's right. I ain't mad at you.
Real quick commercial. Y'all go over and watch the most recent videos. Pub has some good content over there within the last 6 days. He's been pushing out a lot of content. So make sure y'all go hit the videos up, hit that like button. If y'all want to know when he does post a video, hit the bell button so you can always get notified.
And subscribe.
Make sure y'all supporting over there. Keep that shit alive too. Keep hope alive. And keep God in you.
Definitely. Hey, definitely go subscribe too, man, over there to YouTube. Hit up the Fire podcast. That's in the link. That link is in my bio. Y'all just hit the link in my bio right now and go over to YouTube real quick. Just real quick, hit the sub button. Even if you don't be over there that much, it's cool. You can catch. I got a whole different vibe over there. I'll do all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? For my TikTok-y people, because I know y'all be missing a lot of content because I don't be doing much over here but going live. I'm gonna try to get on more on the TikTok too, but it just be tough, man. YouTube is consuming. It got me. It got a hold of me right now. So, but yeah, man. Hey, I hope you go out tonight. I hope you cut a little rug and don't hurt nobody. Where you gonna go?
It's a little 5-star restaurant in Brickell called Komodo's. All you gotta do is really just pull up there, and it's action everywhere, bro. So
it's a restaurant
out there.
Shit on and be smelling good, cause women like a good smelling man. I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all don't get women's because y'all don't be smelling good. I like for a nigga to walk past me and I be like, God damn, what he got on? You know what I'm saying? I hear you. Unforgettable, nigga. You can't have on no Dollar Tree, Dove.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I got cologne though. I got
cologne gonna mask. It's gonna mask the Dove.
You feel me?
Cologne you can't put cologne over bad deodorant. That's not
you.
Yeah, you gotta have a layering routine. You see
I got my vitamin E. I got my vitamin E oil. You know what I mean? So I ain't be ashy. So
where you from, Crypto? Who your people?
From Florida.
I'm from Miami.
Okay, but I'm saying where your people.
My parents are from Haiti.
Okay, you must. Yeah. I'm telling you, you must. You got to put that deodorant on.
I got you.
Okay. I'm just trying to help.
No, listen.
You're an intelligent young man. You keep saying it. You're an intelligent young man.
I am.
Got your money.
And honestly, I attract a lot of women, bro. Like, it's just, I'm a picky guy, bro. Like,
they don't stay because you must.
It's not I don't stay. They don't stay.
Nah, they don't be staying because of shit he be saying. I know it.
And I don't want you, bro. Like, it's
the attitude be funky as the body.
Yeah.
I guess
the attitude funky. I don't know if the body funky. I know the attitude funky though. The attitude crazy.
I guess, bro. I think, when I have glazing eyes for you, I think I know how to treat a woman. I think my mama raised me well, so
I just don't be understanding how you be I ain't gonna even hold you.
Okay.
Unless you got divorced, I don't be understanding how you a 35-year-old man actively seeking a woman and you still single, but it ain't your fault.
No. I'm not saying it's not my fault. Okay, I told you, brother, I was in a relationship for almost 3 years and I thought I was gonna take it serious. I had to end it. I had to end that relationship because I just couldn't see myself marrying a young lady, beautiful, amazing young lady. I just could not, and I don't want to. I'm not gonna carry you along. I just didn't see, I just didn't think she was the right one for me. So and then before,
why?
I told you we have foundational differences.
What's the foundational issue?
As I said, as I told her, I didn't mind at first. I was like, okay, boom. When the whole, we was living off a single income, just my income, and I told her, it's cool and all, but I wanted her to, gain. If she didn't want to gain an employment, start a hustle, this, that, and the third, and it was.
Guys, hold on. So hold on. Just so I'm clear, you said you wanted to be a protector and provider, but you didn't actually want to be a provider.
And then
stay
aside
home
from that,
all day and
no,
do
no,
nothing.
no,
I had a
stop,
child.
stop,
Like he was
stop,
like a child.
Hold on, wait, but
I
you said that
I
she.
didn't
Go ahead,
interrupt
Jones.
Right. No, hold on.
hold on.
You did say that earlier.
Yes.
You said that she treated him like a king.
Yeah, I know. That's what I. Yeah.
There were advantages.
Okay.
So you said you wanted to be a protector and provider. You didn't actually want to be a provider. Number one.
I did. I was a provider, bro. How was I not a provider?
Because providers provide. Providers don't expect the women to work.
Wait a second. True providers, crypto. True providers don't give a fuck if that lady sitting at their house all day.
That's not
going to get her nails done.
That's 100% true. I don't give a fuck.
Filthy.
Makeup done. When she come to, hey, daddy, you said this on your plate.
I was buying
True providers.
Wait, what? Hold on. Time out, y'all. What you say? What would you buying?
I was buying tampons. She had no money. Like I was buying like tampons and the toiletry, everything for his life.
Okay, stop.
Like you're a kid.
Okay,
I know you fucking lying.
I'm telling you. I'm not lying.
Pub. Didn't he just like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, said that he was way better off than me?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He did.
Also, he said that he didn't date women with kids. And when I said earlier that, yeah, he was dating kids because she ain't got no resources so that he could figure out how to make whatever decisions he wanted.
But I didn't know she had resources.
How you ain't know? How you ain't know?
When I met her, she was with her sister. They was doing a thing, and they had a nice little spot, and this, that, and she told me she made X amount of dollars. She told me she made money, but when it was time when we got to cohabitating, she didn't make any money, and I had to fix her credit.
But don't y'all say y'all
I bought her a car.
So you was providing. I'm not understanding. So you don't want to be a provider?
I do, bro. But again,
not really though.
My thing is, what if I would have fell ill? What would have been done for?
No, sir. You don't got to sell. You missing what I'm saying. You ain't got to sell me on wanting to go 50-50. You could want to go 50-50, but I'm just saying.
I'm not trying to say 50-50.
Sir, come on, brother.
What you describing as 50-50?
Come on, family.
Here's the thing. No questions asked. My husband sent his whole check to my bank account. We have a bank account together, but he sent his whole check to my bank account. No questions asked. What I do for the household, he come back to me and say, hey, you took care of everything. Okay, cool. We move on about our fucking day because he know at the end of the day, I'm going to take care of it. Everybody going to have what they need. That's provision. I don't want to even have to check my fucking bank account if I got to make.
Okay. The only time that a man has to do anything or buy anything, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Time out, y'all.
Give her a credit card.
Time out. He just said he had to open up her bank account, sir. So that didn't tip you off that maybe she didn't have a fucking job. See what I'm saying, bro?
When you went in that dealership and they start asking for proof of income,
come on, crypto. You said you ran her credit. You didn't see if you helped her fix her credit. You had to run her credit. But hold on, wait. If you helped her fix her credit, you had to run her credit, and her job history is on her credit. You didn't see that?
Yeah, but again, she was more in the digital marketing.
I'm sick of it.
No, that's bull because I know my degree is in marketing, sir. No, that's complete bull. Try again.
No, she was in the digital marketing space. So that's the stuff that she did.
I know exactly
she was into that stuff.
What that is. I know exactly what that is. Again, my degree is in marketing.
Yeah.
Why you reach in the little fishbowl again and try to figure out why you about to lie on this little girl name?
Nobody about to lie on no little girl.
You said that girl treated you like a king. You said
those are the advantages.
Relationship.
Yes.
The real issue was that you were trying to sell her on you being able to quote unquote protect and provide. And when it was time for you to actually do it, and she said, "Oh, okay, you wanna be the man and provide. That's fine. You pay all the bills. You get the car.
I did.
You take care of this."
But then when I told her this is what I need her to do, she didn't listen.
You freaked out and you bailed. That's what happened when you actually had to do the thing that you said you were gonna do. You ran away. And that's not a her thing, that's a you thing. Because just like Kay said, I ain't touched the bill and I don't even know how long. I don't even look at them. That's not my business. It's in God's hands now. But at any given turn, my husband does not have an issue with that. He knew exactly who he wanted to be with, and he knew exactly what he wanted to do. The reason why you had the issues you had is because of the fact that you were trying to sell a woman on a dream that was literally a nightmare. That's what that is.
Hey, it was a nightmare for me too. So
At the same time, so here's the thing. So this is what we're trying to tell. I said earlier.
You tried to be something that you could not sustain.
I was about to say.
how can I not sustain it if I'm looking to get back in it?
But
How can I not sustain
you wanted
it?
to provide for her, and you said you asked something of her. What would you have to ask of her if you were the one doing the providing? Why would you then ask her
I was
to
like,
work
lady,
or get a job?
So she can make some type of money.
For what? For what?
So I mean,
to buy
sit
tampons
all day and be on IG all day.
So you was just a hater.
Make some type of money.
You was just a hater, nigga. At the end of the day, you was a hater.
I was hater. Okay.
You was hating.
Hey.
You was hating because she was living a soft life, and because of your
I was hating.
You was hating.
I literally tell my wife multiple times a day, yo, post more content, do more shit.
I couldn't tell her to do this. I can't tell her to do that.
What?
He's saying he's encouraging her to do what she wants to do.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Why not? You can't encourage her?
You told me that you had more than me.
Okay. How old are you, brother?
Oh.
What the fuck difference does that make?
I'm just asking you, homie. I'm just asking you.
Hold on. No, bro. No, we're not gonna do that. All right. You told me that you were better off than I am. I tell my wife to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
This girl's not my wife, and I don't have no kids with her.
But you set it up to where you were saying you would provide for her.
3 years,
you
exactly.
moved in together.
You called her your girl again. But wait, this is
For
crazy.
3 years.
I gotta read some things. I gotta read some things real quick. I gotta read some things. Y'all gotta give me a chance. Allie said, "Don't say shit about abortions because you gonna sound dumb." And amongst other things. Adam said, "Tell Crypto the first hole you penetrate is her no." What? Tell Crypto the first hole you penetrate is her no. Teresa said, if Jones don't buy Raz tampons, I will drop Crypto.
Hey, look, there's no. Listen, if Amanda says, "Man, go to the store and buy these tampons right now," I'm on my way.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Like as soon as they say go to the store, I'm already.
I like going to the store, so you give me a reason to go to the store, I'm going. Send me to the store for anything, I'm going.
But he get mad if I say, "Well, no, I'll go ahead and go."
Nah, I don't do that. Yeah, nah, I go.
Say, but I thought you wanted me to go.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
I'm already in the car.
Yeah, I'm going. So you say store, you could be telling me to store something in the refrigerator. I'm already dressed out the door. You text me. I love going to the motherfucking store. I don't know why. I don't know why I do.
I'm not married though. Once I get married, of course I aspire these things. But hey, I gotta get married.
You know what's hilarious?
Why?
Other than people who are in relationships, who have consistently been in relationships right now, everybody that you're talking to on this panel is in a committed relationship and has been for some time. You literally got about, I'll say, at least 50 years worth of information.
At least.
You got it all together, and you are completely dismissing every single thing that we saying. That's the oddest part about it.
Hey, hold on. Wait. Adam said the first hole you penetrate is her nostril.
I said nose in the comments. I said, maybe they were saying nose.
Hey, that shit funny as hell, man. Hey, dude, nah.
Listen, yo, I used to go to the store and get my sisters and my mom.
Oh yeah, that was easy. Yeah,
like because like they needed it.
Yeah.
My mom was like, "Hey, I need you to go to the store and get XYZ.
I've been on that time, Jones. That's easy. That's light work. Little kid shit. Okay. That's easy. Buying tampons and shit, that's easy. I buy whatever. Why that shit matter to me? I don't give a fuck.
My husband been doing that since we was teenagers.
Since I was a child. I was literally a kid doing that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck.
CVS and Walgreens and Family Dollar are dangerous for women at certain times of the night. So
oh yeah, I don't like my wife at that store.
My husband don't even want me to go to the club.
Oh, I definitely don't. Yeah, we done. We retired that. that pumping gas shit is.
If or when my mom asked me to do it, if my mom asked me, like, hey, I need you to go to the store and get XYZ, I just went and got it. Like, I didn't care.
Yep.
And if people looked at me funny, fuck you.
Like, why would they look at you funny, though? That's what I'm saying. People are weird. Because why is that weird?
Right. My cousin was on food stamps. And, like, their mom didn't really like going out of the house to go to the grocery store. So she would give us a food list. And my cousin was like, yo, I don't feel comfortable doing this. Using the food stamps, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nigga, it's like, what?
What?
Who cares?
Yeah, the way people be, I was never, it was everybody was broke where I came from. So getting lunch tickets, getting food, all that shit we all had it. Like, it wasn't nothing to get scoffed at or whatever. But, damn, bro, this shit crazy, bro. It just sound like crypto, the shit not adding up, fam. Because if you wanted, you wanted a submissive provider.
No, I don't want a submissive. I mean, well, I didn't want a submissive provider. As I said, you
did. There
are things that I wanted her to do, and I had been asking her, for at least 18 months. I wanted to see some changes, some behavioral changes, especially as she was getting older.
What did you want specifically? This is what we need
to get a job.
I just wanted to take a little bit more responsibility.
Okay, yeah, I knew it. Nigga, I knew it.
As an adult, you know what I mean?
What did you want her to be?
Just have your own. You feel me? Like, have your own. So it's just have your own.
But you got it though. Why she need it if you got it?
What I got? Inheritance, my parents. Like my inheritance, my parents. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm confused as hell. You got it. Why you need her to get it?
Huh? Did she have it when you met her?
She claimed she did.
But you knew she didn't because you had to open up her bank account. Hold on.
Yeah, I had to do all that, bro. I had to fix her credit, bro.
Hold on.
I had to buy her.
Hold on. When you was with this woman, hold on, wait, Crypto. When you was with this woman, you mean to tell me you never went out on it? She never bought you nothing? Never bought you a cup of coffee? Nothing?
I mean, just like, little clothes and cologne.
How did she pay for it? Did you see her pay for it? She had cash all the time?
Yeah, when I met her, she had money, she had cash. You know what I mean? Like she had
nobody
money.
In 22. Cash, my nigga. You telling me this woman had cash all the time?
When I met her, she was with her sister. They was, doing their little nonprofit stuff, whatever. Hey, listen. I just saw a badass shorty that
so just so we can move on from this crypto.
Yes, well, let me say right. I should have chose better. That's what happened.
No.
That's I did wrong. That's
I'm gonna say going forward.
When I talk to all my homies,
wait. You don't want to be a sole provider. You want a woman who has her own.
Yep. That's okay. And that's okay.
It's okay.
That's fine.
It's not okay. I got you.
I think that's no brother. That's fine. That's great, even. I don't got no problem with it. I just got a problem when you said you wanted to be a provider and a protector, and come to find out you ain't either.
It was never late.
That's not, but then you can't complain.
I increased her credit, and then
dude. You can't say you're a provider and then expect provision. It doesn't make sense. I don't get it.
By getting her credit, I thought those are the tools she needed
to get a job. You were trying to get her to get a job. Like, what the fuck?
Get a job. You'll find something to do.
What? She didn't want to do nothing.
I got your credit right, so you got the tools.
I'm so confused. So you was dating a baddie, allegedly. And
that's what she liked to call herself.
You called her one.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, you called her one. So you was dating a baddie. You had a baddie at the crib that was making you feel like a king. And then you was like, oh, yeah, I want you to go get a job. My nigga, please be so fucking for real.
Money, bro. It was just make money. It was not specifically a job because I didn't tell her go sit down.
She was going to say, okay, I'm going to do OF. Selling feet pics and farts in the can, nigga.
I mean, hey.
And humping on niggas while you at work. You know, for money.
Said you wanted to get a job so motherfucking bad.
It sounded like she was, and he was trying to pretty woman that lady and sweep her off her feet.
And that, hey,
got mad.
And he ain't the first nigga, and he ain't gonna be the last.
Hey, and that's fine. And she not gonna be the last to get provided for, get that rent paid either.
You ain't provided for nobody. You ain't provided for her.
You said what?
You ain't provided for nobody. You ain't provided for her.
No, I would not be cool, of course.
Why not?
You ain't no provider. Hey, hold on. Yes. Crypto, I gotta tell you something.
Okay.
You ain't no diva. You ain't no diva, my nigga. You not that. You not him. You not Hemi Neutron. Okay. You not him, fam. You got it. You can't be that. You cannot say you him no more, bro. After this, not after this discussion. You cannot say that. That's crazy.
You, brother, but hey,
don't say you a provider because this will set me and my homegirls in twins.
That's what I'm like.
But hey, but let me tell you,
nigga, provider. What?
You cannot tell me otherwise.
All right. Appreciate you, Holly. Holly said, keep doing what you do. I will try. Hey man, I be wanting y'all to get y'all terminology straight. Get y'all cripping straight, man. Cause y'all be using the wrong words. That is not a provider. You are not a provider at all.
What I was just leasing her.
Yeah. See, it seemed like you. It seemed as if you already knew what you was doing.
I was just leasing her.
It sound like
ain't that amazing? It's almost like you knew exactly what you was doing with this woman. You couldn't afford her. Yeah. You bought her a car cash or you financed it?
I put it in my trade lines. All that don't mean nothing.
I hope she's somewhere getting that crack, them bills paid, them feet rubbed,
come on, bro.
Ate off the bone.
I remember I had to take it to the dentist.
That's not what you wanted. That's the part that doesn't make sense.
Hey,
if you wanted her to find some money somewhere, if you wanted her to find something to do so that she could provide income and contribute to the house, why the heck were you buying her cars? Why were you fixing her credit? Why were you doing all of those things?
Because
a job would do that. You would need to do that.
Well, the reason why I was doing that is because of course, what we talked about, we wanted to, we planned to continue growing our relationship, to potentially get married, start a family. So she needed the tools in place.
She had the tools. You was the tool, nigga.
Yeah.
You was the tool, my nigga. You was the tool. It was you.
Okay, so then when I tell you,
listen,
I would do it. And if you're not gonna do what I tell you to do, hey,
what?
This is wicked. This is wicked.
You would have been fine if she was grown like you.
She was only 3 years younger.
If she was, I highly doubt that. If she was an adult like you.
So she was just 3 years
age range, and I don't believe that. I don't know why you keep saying that. You can keep telling me them 3 years. Nothing about it sounds like she was.
A 28-year-old woman didn't have a car, a bank account.
No.
This a black woman?
Black woman.
And the reason you scooped her off the ground was because she had a big booty.
Yep.
Poor dental hygiene.
That's what I swear to God. He said he had to take her to the dentist. I was like, what bad? He got bad teeth.
No, I
never seen it in my life.
It was one of them teeth back there. I had to get right.
She wasn't a baddie. She wasn't a baddie.
Hey.
Ain't no baddie teeth rotting.
She was the best that you ever could bad.
Mm-hmm. She was a baddie to you. She was not a baddie. No. Hey. Not with a rotten wisdom tooth, nigga.
I need pics, baby.
And I don't want to disrespect her like that. You know what I mean?
You done disrespected the hell out of this woman tonight. What?
My bad.
Adam said he talk about credit more than Experian do.
What the hell,
What the Halle Berry, my nigga? This shit crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it is what it is, though. I mean, I'm a move on, bro.
You not him. You definitely not him. You can't.
I'm probably not him, dog.
You not. So, no. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You ain't him.
It's cool.
It's official like a referee whistle. You is not that guy. Who that?
That's him. That's me.
That's Timothy.
All right, man.
You're not nigga.
Go get a haircut with a fresh face.
We'll do. I mean, listen, hey man.
Come on, y'all.
I understand, man. Listen, it's TikTok. I can't be mad. We have a good time.
Bro, you're just not that guy.
But not the thing is that, but bro, you a man telling me that. Women don't tell me that, bro. It's just
yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. It's 2 women telling you right now. I know for a fact. It's 400 women telling you in the comments. You not him. They don't like it. They telling you.
That's the good thing. Hey, that's fine, bro. I'm all right with that.
My wife, if I didn't bring a single penny into my household, my wife is not leaving me.
Mm-hmm. Not for a while. I don't know how many years I got, but I got some years for sure.
But I'm just saying, like, she's not gonna be like, yo, fuck you.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. I gotta be actively looking for employment though.
That is true, because honestly, me and especially when we first got married, we was super broke, extra broke, super broke. Except my husband had amazing character, and I don't mean
the character wasn't broke.
Literally, he always showed himself to be the kind of person that, hey, if you're in a relationship with me, there will always be benefits. Like whether that is, emotional support, being loving, caring, kind, being somebody whose company I can enjoy. Like that was always
getting ate off the bone.
And then consistently, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Salute
the T, man.
A few bed frames were broken.
There you go. See that?
You know what I mean? However,
gentle body slams.
Literally, once he got to the point of being able to provide in the way that he wanted to, at any given moment, when I would go to work and I would come back and I would be irritated with my job, he like, quit. You don't need that job. Fine. You can
do the same shit. Hey, Pop, we had this conversation during the podcast.
Hold on, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. This nigga Crypto said I understand I'm ugly.
Let's not take away from that.
My thing is though, Pub, when I'm out and about, kid,
because you are unmoisturized.
I be getting fine, kid.
I ain't man. That shit just caught. That shit just caught me off guard when you said that.
This isn't a bad sense. We done sat here and told you. We done put you on the deodorant. We done told you about cologne.
Strong. I appreciate that.
Listen,
hold on. Oh, you said you 6'1"? There you go.
Yeah, women talk.
You tall, okay, get that haircut. Go get you a barber deep in the hood.
But you
he in the hood.
Like I got a haircut, bro.
I'm an esthetician.
You remember we were having this conversation during the podcast,
and
I was like, yo, like all you have to do, you know what I'm saying, is like actually be a safe space and listen to what they have to say, and like. Be present. Sounds like they don't even
know. The Saints asked if you can show your going out outfit. Go ahead, Jones. I'm sorry. Do it. Get ready with me, Crypto.
Nah, man. If y'all in Miami, just pull up.
Nah, hey, do it. Cam up and do your arms like this and turn around.
Do your big one, bro.
Yeah, we want to see it. Hold on.
It's cool, man.
Ashley said,
I'm not gonna cam up, but I'm out here. I'm just chilling. I'm having a good time with y'all. I'm having a good time tonight before I go out. So
you know what, Crypto? I take what I said back. You're not ugly. Funny looking at best, but there is work that can be done.
Like a pug.
Be that nigga.
I don't think I came up here as a perfect guy. I just came to express. I didn't come here like I'm.
You know what it is?
I didn't come like a know-it-all.
No. You know what it is. You need BBG to help you. I'm not saying she will. I'm not offering up her service. I know. That's why I wanted to preface it. But you need BBG to help you with picking your glasses, your frames, and your glasses. Because it's the glasses, fam. Hey, BPG got impeccable glasses. I don't know what the fuck. I have no idea she got that shit on lock. All her glasses, I be like, damn, she made me want to wear glasses.
That's that soft girl.
I'm not no stylist. I'm not no fashionista.
Clearly.
I'm not that.
We
can
tell.
I'm not gonna be out here. You know, I know my strengths. As I said, I know what I bring to a relationship.
Yeah.
And I just focus on those. You know what I mean?
Listen.
Yeah.
It's not attractiveness. Go ahead.
Hold on. What do you bring to a relationship?
That's a great question, Jones. I like that question.
I bring.
Uh-huh.
I told you I'm gonna protect.
Nah, you not. Hold on. We already established that ain't true. So we already established that ain't the case.
Who are you protecting? I'm asking.
The Decepticons.
Hey, as I told you, bro, I'm gonna protect them. I'm gonna provide.
Ah, man.
I'm listen. It's not necessarily protecting. Them from. Stop this bullshit, bro.
I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
Protecting them from.
He's providing grief.
Hey.
Grief, devastation.
Providing confusion.
Hey.
Providing.
Who are you protecting them from?
Providing BV.
You the wrong protecting them from.
Providing Dollar Tree deodorant.
Hey man, listen. A lot of people shop for $3, bro. That's why they're one of the fastest growing. Bro, they're one of the protecting them from. I don't know. I already asked you. I don't know. I told you I don't know. What do you mean you don't know?
Why y'all be just saying stuff and don't be thinking about it? That shit's amazing.
Me telling you, hey, yo, I had to protect my kids all night last night.
From what?
And I was like, yo,
I don't know. The men in the closet.
Break it down to you, Crypto.
Like, what?
Okay.
It's like you walked up to me. So, for instance, we at the club, we vibing, whatever. You like, baby, I can take you up out of here. Matter of fact, meet me at the. I'm gonna send a car for you. Airport tomorrow. We going out of town. Blah blah blah. You invite me on a trip. I get on the trip. I'm enjoying myself. You spend the money. After a while, you see that I got my feet propped up. I'm way too comfortable. Now you like, you need to find your way home.
But Kay, you can never get too comfortable. That's the thing. That's what I'm not understanding. Like, ain't the point to make them come? Like, I'm confused. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Invite me on the trip. You tell me to enjoy myself. You tell me the trip is on you. I get on the trip and you mad at me saying that I'm too comfortable and you want me to find
something. Oh, you drinking too much out the fridge. It's like, nigga, what? I thought that's what we was here to do.
But nah.
And they hunching on you. Oh yeah. See, I ain't no. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't no provider. I ain't no provider. Hold on. I figured it out because I ain't no provider. I'm a trick, and there's a difference. I just realized that because I don't give a fuck if she work or not. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I prefer a educated woman, and I'm with all of that. But I'm like, I like what Kay just described. That scenario sound like tons of fun for me. Like, oh, come, everything on me. I got you. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You rubbing your feet together in the bed and shit like that late at night. That's my type. I'm a trick.
That's different because again, my analogy is more okay. You're an individual. You're an individual. You want to better yourself. There are certain tools that you don't have to better yourself. So it's like, all right, boom, all right, I'm a
like what, nigga? Workout gear?
No, like
a diet plan?
Like a car. Oh my God. You need to force you to buy a car? Like better credit. Hold on, so you can force you to buy a car. Did I?
So you want her to pay for her own excursion?
Okay. No. Did she force you to buy a car? No, she did not force me. Did she force you to fix her credit?
Or her teeth?
Well, if she wanted to better herself.
Wait, what did she? Wait. This is a good question. What did she ask you for? Wait. What did she ask you for?
So she wanted to be a better person, like individually, like she, as an individual person, so she can, be better and take advantage of all these things. Answer his question. That's what she wanted to be a better person. There are things that she wanted to work on, bro. What did she ask you for specifically? Basically, those are the things. Like when we got to know each other. No. Yes, bro.
You're not answering the question.
Say, Crypto, I need this from you.
I need you to do this for me. I need you to help me with this. What were those words? Those things that all those things that I did. So
you just said she didn't ask you for the car when Jones just like what?
She didn't ask me for a car, but of course she needed a car so she could move around. Did she ask for the tea?
Why would she? Wait. Why would she? Hold on, wait. Time out. I'm confused again, y'all. I'm confused again. Why did she need a car to get around when she didn't have a job and she was staying at your house? Why wouldn't you give her your car?
I need my car.
Why you need to have her drop you off?
No, bro.
You at work?
Listen, no. I need to freely move. Listen.
Oh yeah. We you know what? I'm just my mind different. My mind different. That's all it is. My mind different. My bad. Because I'm not understanding this shit.
Same, bro.
I'm not. This shit ain't adding up to me one fucking bit. I don't understand this one bit.
Like my nanny drives my car more than I do.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I know you can have my car. I don't give a fuck.
That's what happened in Florida.
I need to get around. Where Florida you at?
I'm in Cali. Y'all, hold on. I'm in Cali. Getting around without a car in California is fucking damn near impossible.
My nanny literally drives my car. You definitely times more than I do.
This what happened when you lying and you trying to make it make sense to people who don't like lying.
Hey, if y'all think
can't stand a motherfucking lie.
No. I don't think.
What am I lying? What am I lying about?
I know that you're lying, and the craziest part about liars is y'all will sprinkle in a little bit of truth. Do I believe you dated some woman somewhere at some point? Sure. Do I believe you was providing for that woman? No.
Nope.
Do I believe that you tricked off on some woman and you bought her a car? Probably, yes.
Bought her a car?
How did I trick off her? She needed a car to get around. How she gonna get around?
The only way you could be a bigger trick is if you were in a hat with bunny ears. That's the only way.
You just don't like me, right?
You were a magic trick. You were a trick or treat. Yes, for sure.
Trick, no treat.
Date children.
Trying to date children.
Believe that. Yes. I don't mean literal children. Please don't.
He said she was 28 when they met.
Exactly.
Hold on. I got it. Crip told a nigga who invite you to his house for a party and say you ain't gotta bring nothing, and then make a Facebook post after y'all leave and say people like to come but
and
don't like
drink all my shit. Hey man. Matter of fact, don't invite me nowhere. Matter of fact, because I can't stand you. Them niggas piss me the fuck off.
Nothing wrong. I was doing everything right in that relationship. Y'all really tell me this. That's read, bro. Like, listen, you act like we have.
And what's odder is we only know what you tell us. Why do y'all come up here and tell us all this stuff?
I'm answering all your questions.
Not really.
See the holes I'm answering all your questions. It's holes like cheese.
You're not.
Answering your. I'm not pleading the fifth. Like
you are. You're not answering our questions at all.
Bro,
as a matter of fact.
And then you can't tell me, man. Listen, I paid that rent faithfully, bro.
It was your rent.
I hear you though, bro.
It was your rent. It wasn't her rent. You pay your rent faithfully. Like, come on, brother. Y'all be wanting.
Okay, cool.
The way y'all be wanting cookies.
You're right.
It's his place. He told her I got you. And then said I'll pay your rent. Like, nigga, what? She had a place to stay. Like, what the fuck is she talking about, bro?
You can stay over here for a little while, and then the next day was like, where your half of the rent at?
Man,
he was already paying that rent.
I need you to get up, get out, and get something. Like, nigga, okay, CeeLo. This nigga tripping.
But it's your freedom to sit, really figure something out. Like, figure out what you want to do. You had years to just.
That's not freedom.
Y'all don't be liking them. Y'all don't. So y'all don't. So you don't like women.
I love women, bro.
Nah.
I love women.
No. You do not like them. Not like that. You might fuck with them a little bit. You don't like them like that though.
No. Listen. You can't
stand to see a woman resting.
That's what make me say he don't like him. I'm like, why you not happy?
You asked him if it was a 1-bedroom or not.
That's the girl. Was it a 1-bedroom?
We had a 2-bedroom. She had two. She had her own bathroom. I had my own bathroom because you can't really, we just was cohabitating for the first time. You feel me? So yeah, I mean.
Ashley said he provided essays and hall passes. God damn it! Come on, y'all. Adam said, "Oh no, we did that one." Ashley said he was in love with the coochie, then turned red pill. Or it was the other way. Yeah, it could have been.
I'm not.
Lori Shaw said, put her in his pyramid scheme. She didn't want to sell mad. Ali said that pic giving Norbit. Jesus Christ, y'all. Adam said protect her from halitosis. She had that loose tooth in the back. Ashley said, oh no, we did that one. LaMonica said he sold her a dream, then evicted her. Piece of shit. That shit wicked. Aquarius said, hold on, I got two more. Aquarius said, if this is true, which I doubt, he does things to hold it open. Yeah, hold on. Already, this is right. If this is true, which I doubt, he does things to hold it over her head and bring it up when she does something wrong and stroke his ego. 5 on him. Oh, that's 30. And here's the thing. Because y'all, you didn't do the thing just to do it. You did it. You had ulterior motives. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I be talking about all the time. If y'all was in that live the other day, when them dudes was trying to lie and say that women be throwing shit in men's faces and da-da-da-da-da. This is the shit men do. Men throw personal shit in women's face, but they'll throw this shit in a woman's face too. I've seen it before. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna tell that woman's story, but I've seen it before. This nigga did stuff, and it wasn't even like he did, paid the rent. It wasn't like he cleaned up the house. It wasn't like that type of shit. But he did stuff. You know what I'm saying? He mainly supplied her with D-rugs. And he would, and every single time they would fight, when she'd be like, you good for nothing, he would say, oh, he would throw it in her face like, oh, who bought you them D-rugs? As if she needed them motherfuckers. Who went on a beer run for you? As if she needed the brute. Like, man, it's so crazy. Like, you doing, like, that's the equivalent of the shit you doing, bro. Like, you do the shit, you make it seem like she needs you. She didn't, because she was doing fine with her sister. And then you use that as a way to manipulate her. And then when she don't do what you want her to do, you bash her for it. Like, what?
Listen.
That's assumption, but
wait. When my ex-baby daddy met me, that man cooked me home-cooked meals every night, brought them to my job. He would have me breakfast.
I cook for you all the time. How you gonna say I?
And the moment I had his baby, he said, you ain't never, you don't even want to cook for me. The moment I had this man's child, I'm home on maternity leave.
Stitch is still in.
Exactly. Still had Stitch, because I actually tore that first pregnancy. Stitch is still in, barely can stand up, wearing a fucking diaper. And you bring up the fact that you don't cook for me.
Yeah, man.
All pregnancy, I was sick as a dog. Couldn't even stand the smell of food. You see what I'm saying? Like, benevolent misogyny. Like, y'all really don't give a fuck. Y'all do the acts and you keep them in your back pocket just so you can say,
the Uno car.
I got you that car so you can move around, so you can go get a job, so you can better yourself. I ain't have to do that.
And you out here, sucking dick in the car I bought you.
Wait, she gonna be sucking dick on the car or on the new job. She gonna be sucking dick.
Somebody getting their dick sucked.
Y'all remember Woo when he kept chasing that lady down the street because she had that car?
Who? Woo?
Woo with
Jada Pinkett.
Dang, what's the nigga name?
Tommy Davidson. Wasn't it Tommy Davidson?
Tommy Davidson. He kept chasing that lady down the street with that car because he had put that car in his name.
That shit wicked. Hey, Teresa said, She had a nonprofit with her sister. He wants us to believe she bailed on her sister. Then he tried to make her work at the height of a pandemic. Drop. That's 30. No, 35. Wait. Because it was 3. Hold on, y'all. Let's do the maths on this one.
Yeah, in the pandemic, people were just talking.
Hold on, but wait. Hold on. But it was a pandemic, though.
No, bro. She was. I was when I met her.
It was 4 years ago. It was 2021.
31.
Okay, it was 2021. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was 2022.
That was definitely still.
That was 22.
No, 4 years ago it's 2021, brother.
No, I met her February 2022. I said she was 28, not me. She was 28.
You said you thought. Hold on. See, this
I
is
was
what
31.
The math's not mathing.
I was 31. It was February 22.
Oh, because your birthday later in the year.
Yeah, my birthday's August. Yeah.
Yeah, your birthday later. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
It was February. Yeah. And
I got you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Okay.
yeah, listen. Hey,
Okay. The math wasn't. I ain't the best at math, but
I've been telling y'all the truth.
nah, don't do that. Nah, you been lying.
I want to hear from the lady. So you feel me? I know. I want to be a better man, bro. So,
All right.
I ain't trying to.
I can't speak for Ken, but I don't think it's no hope for you if I'm honest.
And you know I don't say that lightly, but I agree.
But based on what you just heard me say,
one, bro. That's it. Just
One to manipulate.
based on what you just heard me say, how men sometimes weaponize the things that they do for a woman in the name of being a provider, but then they will turn that back around and say, I helped you do these things, so that woman is somehow indebted to you. Don't do shit like that. If you are doing it, wait. If you do anything and your anticipation is get back, pub to say he don't lend people money because
I don't expect the money back.
He gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
Hey, you need that dub? I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. You ain't even gotta worry about paying it back. So again, if you're not willing, and this is how I'm gonna tell you what kind of husband you're going to be. If you're not willing to do thankless jobs, if you're not willing to do anything without getting a thank you or a return on an investment, you are not ready to be a husband.
But Kay, aside from that, like bro earlier said on Pub's Live, that, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, I bet you I'm doing better than you. I bet you I'm richer than you. I bet you I got more than you. He said that.
He said that to both of us too, be honest with you, which I thought was hilarious. I was like, all right, damn.
So like, bro,
bold.
He tried to shit on Nino Brown.
He did.
Damn.
He did quick. It was because it came out of nowhere. He was just like, nigga, I got big bank takes little bank. I was like, wait a minute, brother. What the fuck? How did I get into this?
So hold on. Like that money could mean nothing, bro.
So
that's a drop in it. That's a drop in the bucket.
Different topics. What she said, what you talking about?
I'm not finished.
All right.
So,
shit.
If my wife says, "Hey, look, Jones, I can't do this anymore. I can't work anymore." Cool. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. But you're like, oh, well, she needed me to pay for stuff.
Mm.
Bro, like what?
Nigga said he said I could take care of you, and then said, can you take care of yourself? Like, nigga. My nigga. This shit crazy. We can't have it both ways. That's all I'm saying. We can't have it both ways. We can't have it both ways, family.
Jones, you on that top shelf? You sound like a white man over there.
Little Slizzy. My nigga, I was about to text that nigga like, hey, man. Get your ass.
Nah, I'm just tired.
Don't lay it down, baby. God damn. I swear to God, I was about to text him on the back end like, hey.
Sound like your white tea cousins over there. You better be careful. You're gonna end up on crypto couch with a bill taped to your chest. Final notice on that bitch. Cause he gonna wait till the shit pass.
Hey, but at least he'll help you fix your credit.
Wi-Fi always worked. The water was always hot.
You mean your house? When you start naming, hold on. You're naming stuff that you have in your home. Hold on, crypto.
Hey,
Hold on.
all y'all want.
No, but hold on. Crypto. Do you have those things now?
Absolutely.
Did you have those things before you met her?
Yes.
So what the fuck did you do for her? I'm sorry. Again, that's a little wild, family. I'm trying to figure out what did you actually do for her in this instance? Seemed like you was doing something to help yourself, low key. You bought her a car so she can get a job to help you.
Nah, it's not. I told you foundationally, like I feel like we were young. Like if I'm thinking 20 years, 30 years, it's like we gotta build now. That's how I was thinking. It's like, all right, we both young. We ain't. This is the best time to.
You wasn't that young.
It's 2022. No, meaning like it was 22.
Sound shit.
It's 22, 2023. It's a great time. Women winning, like the way women winning out here, they winning, getting their bags, this, that, and the third. So, put yourself out.
You sound jealous.
You want a woman you can provide.
It's not sound.
You sound jealous.
Taking advantage. It's not sounding
Women
jealous,
is
bro.
winning and
Take
getting them
advantage.
bags. Why you ain't dating women that was getting them bags? Why did you find a bagless woman and then try to find her?
That's where BPG. I said I'm looking in the mirror. That's where I gotta look in the mirror. You feel me? So I can.
Nah, that ain't what happened. That ain't what happened.
I'm telling
You got with that. You got with that woman. You thought you was gonna build a baddie. Keep it a bean. You thought you was going. You thought the foundation was strong. You thought the foundation was strong. You was like, she got the bones, good bones. I could work with this. You thought you could mold her and shape her, and she didn't go for it. Your bad.
Nah,
he tried to pull a two and play that game like
Mm-hmm.
when she fixed Bobby Brown.
Yep. When that nigga was looking in the mirror, nigga said, that nigga walked away and came back.
He tried to provide, and then she called his bluff.
Me personally,
lady money in his mouth.
what I associated with, she wasn't taught how to do it. She wasn't taught how to step up to the plate when you have a man like me.
My nigga.
You know what I mean?
Please.
So
come on, spare us. Spare us.
Her mom, I don't know if it was, and I try to talk to the lady, but what did you see your mom do? Because
what?
The things that were lacking, I believe.
I just like, bro.
Huh?
At this point,
bro.
You was mad.
I'm not trying to have a conversation.
Nah, bro. You can't say. Don't do that to us. You get crypto. You just saying outlandish shit, my nigga. The shit outlandish.
With you at the altar for 4 hours.
The shit is outlandish, broski. I'm not even gonna hold you.
The shit is wild.
The shit is really wild out of pocket, fam. Like, I'm not lying. I'm not playing at all. You just like, I'm like, what? What you talking? Just keep it a bean, bro.
Okay, so
just keep it a buck. Keep it a buck one time.
Bro, as I said, I was raised, brother, and what I saw in the house.
Nah, man, we both in Florida, bro.
So what I saw, we born in a 2-parent household. I saw behavioral changes. I saw sacrifice. I saw all of that. A hostile situation. No,
you spotted the mark. You thought you spotted the mark. You thought the hostage. You spotted the mark. That's what you spotted. You thought you was on your way. That's what I'm telling you. You can't say that, man. You can't. It's obvious that's what happened. That's obvious. Think about it. I don't know you've met him, right? You telling me the story. What other logical conclusion can I come to? You met her, she didn't have a job. How you didn't know this woman didn't have a job, man? How you ain't know? And when you find out, why you ain't break up with her for lying to you? Why you stay with her? That don't even make sense. That's a big ass lie.
Felt that I could you feel me? I thought
nah, see?
You could change.
Nah. No. Nope. Hell no.
Once you realize she didn't actually have a job and that first of all, she dumped her sister from the nonprofit because nonprofit work is nonstop. So she was working with a nonprofit with her sister, ditched her to come live with you and do nothing. And then when you should have broken up with her when she did that, you noticed her credit was bad. You didn't break up with her then. Then you noticed her credit was bad after she dumped her sister from the nonprofit, and you went and bought her a car, which should have been grounds for breaking up with her. But instead of you breaking up with her when she dumped her sister for the nonprofit, she had the bad credit and she bought the car, and then you came home and thought she wasn't doing nothing. You still stayed with her.
Wait, who? Wait. BBG clocking it. But wait, because she made me think about it. Who broke up with who?
Well, I had to evict her, so You know.
What you mean you had to evict her? What you mean? What you do?
Yeah.
How what happened? What happened?
I told her. So I told her that, because she wasn't. This happened at the end of last year because she wasn't listening to me, and she was starting to get more argumentative, and we started arguing more. I told her that I didn't want I wanted to continue dating her but not live with her, and she was like, nah, blase.
She said, nigga, she said you too funny looking. If you ain't bringing the bag, I'm out.
Yeah.
See, you led with your money, and when she took it, you get y'all nigga.
I guess I live with
y'all Kevin Samuels rolling over in his grave right now. That's all I'm gonna say. You failed that man. You failed your godfather immensely. That's crazy. You led with your money. You led. Oh no, wait. You did. Clearly, you don't care for Kevin Samuels because Kevin would never. I can say a lot of things. I'll say a lot of bad things about that man. Kevin would never get with a woman that he know ain't bringing shit to the table outside of looks and all of that shit. Get with her and then try to make her own way, and like I said, a lot of bad things I'll say about Kevin Samuels. Not that though.
She was talking that, okay, boom, I've been dependent, I've been with my sister, this, that, and the third. I need to find some, the way she was running that mouthpiece.
You told her you wanted a stay-at-home wife.
I never told her I want no stay-at-home wife.
You told us that you said that the reason why she couldn't stay at home is because y'all wasn't married. But eventually, once y'all got married,
yes,
one person built a stay-at-home wife and mother.
Correct.
So the reason why a independent woman got with you was because you told her that eventually the woman you want to marry will be a stay-at-home wife. Why the heck would she invest in herself and go to school and do all of these things and build up a business or build up a career?
An empire.
The goal for the relationship is for her to be at home with some kids. What would that do?
And you called yourself a provider.
Well,
right.
This shit just don't make no
sense, bro.
She had something. She had something. Hold on, wait, Jones. Hold on, Jones. But Jones, she had something because she made you feel like a king. That's what she had. That was her gift to you. Was her making you feel like a king? Didn't you want to be worshipped?
Like, what if I got sick? Like,
nigga, get insurance. You better get motherfucking what's a little duck? You better get a half flag, nigga.
Listen,
this nigga said, what about? Nah, you blaming her. Nah, you blaming her.
You blame yourself and we blame yourself too. This sounds really stupid. This does not make sense at all whatsoever. Nothing about this makes sense.
What don't make sense?
Nothing.
You wanted her to be a stay-at-home wife. That was the goal. Like that I didn't approach her like that. What was her?
How did you approach her? How you approach her? Please tell me. How did you approach her?
I approached her like I told her what I was looking for in a woman.
And what was you looking for in a woman? And what was you looking for in a woman? What was you looking for in a woman? Because BPG already said it.
I was looking to settle down. You feel me? I was already, it was.
Nah, you mumbling. I know you're not mumbling. What was you looking for in a wife?
I'm trying to get myself back to that time, brother. I'm explaining to you. I got no reason.
It has changed since then.
Y'all helping me. So what I'm trying to say is, at the time, you feel me? I was looking to settle down. I had just turned. I was 30 to 31, and it's like, all right, man, I'm in my 30s now. I gotta have a different approach. I can't play around. You know what I mean? So,
brother, please tell me. Please be specific. What were you looking for?
I was telling her.
No, that's nothing. That don't mean nothing.
Settle down.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
I remember she told me, she was like, I'm a wife. She was telling me, I forgot.
And what that mean? And how did you interpret that? And how did you interpret that? And how did you interpret that when she told you?
Okay, you're really, it's like, I'm willing to, be down, figure this thing out. Figure this out. So,
are you being more vague? I didn't think you could be more vague. You're being more vague.
No, that's what I'm saying. That you said, how do I think about that? I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it out. Like, let's figure this out. If you're a wife, let's.
What did you?
She was a wife. You said staying at home is what you want in a wife.
I didn't say staying at home.
You did.
This is what I.
You for sure did.
I told her, because we didn't have no kids right now, and let's make money now, and then eventually, once, of course, the end game, yes, stay at home, but right now, It's not. It's 2022, 2023. It's a good time to make money. Let's use our brains. That's all I wanted her to do. That's it. Like, that's all I wanted her to do. And hey.
What happened to the crypto you had?
The crypto?
What happened to the crypto? Because if you're a good, well-to-do, money-making man, then what was y'all getting all this money together for? This money that,
the money.
The young men on the panel have pointed out that you make more than them. Mm-hmm. So what money would she need to be even bringing in order for you to provide for a wife? It sounds like you said, based on what you said, it sounds like you already had that. So what the heck was she bringing?
What was she bringing? Well, so when I met her, listen, she was traveling. She was, she was doing her thing, whatever life that she was living. So I assumed,
how was she traveling?
That's not the question, though.
She was, you remember her and her sister. So I don't know. I guess they were just closely, now I do know now. Her and her sister, they were this, they made their money together. They were kind of like, because later on what I came to realize is because because she did leave her sister. I didn't know they were so dependent on each other to make money.
What were they doing for money? You said they had a nonprofit. What do you mean?
It was hustling, bro. It was hustling.
A nonprofit is not a hustle.
Sir.
What was the nonprofit?
Man, listen.
Was this woman a sex worker and you was in love with her and she wasn't in love with you?
Bro, no.
At this point, let's just cut to the chase.
No, she was not. No, bro. She was. They had their little, what you call them? They had their little nonprofit, like digital equity, whatever. They giving out what they did.
They was selling Obama phones.
They was selling Obama phones. They was doing the digital literacy classes. They was doing their thing.
What is a digital literacy class?
Whatever, them classes.
How to read a clock.
Paying people to show people how to use the computers, man, at the library, like the basic classes.
That's free at a library, and you can be. Matter of fact, because that's actually what my sister wants to do.
Yeah, so that's the contract.
To be a librarian or what is it? What is it you want to do?
Yeah, they was getting contracts.
No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. Because for one, the library has those resources for free already. They wouldn't need a nonprofit to do that.
Yeah, they contract the nonprofit to do the teaching.
No, they don't.
Okay, then they don't. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you.
They were selling vagina. They were selling vagina. They were selling vagina. And that's okay. I ain't judging them for it either. And I ain't judging you for being in love with it. But they were selling vagina. Like, come on.
I think if I tell the lady that they feel madly disrespected today.
No, you found out. Honestly, the truth of the matter is that you didn't actually like that lady. I don't really think you like too many ladies, if I'm truthful. And that's not saying that you're into dudes. I'm saying that you, like many other men, you found your favorite vagina. And you thought that, you were blinded by the fact that it didn't have a personality or that, it wasn't somebody you actually wanted to be in a relationship with.
I think she had a personality.
You hunched on that vagina until you got tired of it. And then when you woke up, you came to and realized, hey, I was paying for that thing the entire time.
No, I think she had a personality. I think she's an intelligent woman. I think when it came to being an adult, actually being an adult and being looking at life from a realistic standpoint as an adult, there was things that we saw differently.
I got to read something real quick. Teresa said, hold on, I got to read this because this is going to fit perfect.
She's not a dumb girl.
Teresa said, how many unambitious 28-year-olds have nonprofits? He's lying on that lady. Does he think nobody here knows how hard starting one is? Drop this man. That's 40. Man, bro. Ashley said, fix your bow tie, pussy ass nigga. You a dummy, bitch. God damn, man. Valley said, nigga, you not low. Nigga, you not low. Hold on, man. Why y'all doing this? Y'all crazy as shit tonight. Valley said, K-Lab be taking me out. Yeah, fam. This shit kind of a little wicked, man. Aquari said, if she easily dipped on you, because it sounds like she ain't like you, use your mark as respect the juts when dealing with oh my God. He make his own life hard. Most men do. So there's that. Teresa said he has an RFP. He has nonprofit aspiration. Drop. That's 42. Man. Oh man. I was rooting for you, man. You really ain't said nothing though to make me, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. I've been trying to get to the bottom of it this whole time, but you elusive. You like Mayweather. You got defense like Mayweather.
I mean, I'm telling y'all everything. I mean,
nah, you not. You vague as shit, man, brother.
Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, vague and what?
I asked you what.
I told you, bro. They were hustling, bro.
Well, who was they hustling? The American government?
Bro, these hustlers. You know?
A nonprofit is not a hustle. It takes way too much to have a nonprofit for a nonprofit.
Bro, I know DPJ. I know about nonprofit. I got me a nonprofit. I know about nonprofit.
Why do you have a nonprofit?
Please.
Huh?
Why?
So because I'm Haitian, what I did is I had a nonprofit in 2022 where I was helping, my Haitian people that was coming in the Biden program find jobs. From 2022 to 2023, I had helped like well over 500. I had corporate sponsorship with extended stay hotels. There was another one called CNS Grocer. I actually, helped them with their something. They had a resettlement program. It was crazy. And so now there's an RFP to have an actual career center. So because I was in the employment space, yeah. So
hey man, somebody said called it Jouet.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm on the front page of the Miami Herald. You feel me?
Hey man,
I helped over 500
come on, y'all.
jobs.
What does that mean?
You
just said that you was dating a girl that was scamming off nonprofits. So how we know y'all ain't birds of a feather?
Hey, we flock together, I guess. You feel me? But hey.
We need to bring back motorcades and morality clauses, because the fact that y'all just be out here saying this really ridiculous stuff and just feeling like you have absolutely nothing to lose, it's insane to me. Like, because nonprofits also have boards. Like, there's so many other things that you have to like be very wary of and careful of when you out here doing these.
Oh, you can easily get arrested playing with them motherfuckers.
I mean,
easily.
Easily. But they will boot you like real fast. Like, seriously, they will boot you very fast. For some of the egregious things that y'all be saying out here. I don't even understand.
Hey, somebody said he a typical Haitian man.
Hey.
He saw his daddy get that hostage and was like, dang, I want one.
Nah, Mama was not no hostage, man. Mama was a good lady.
Yes, she was.
Probably ain't never asked her that. You've never asked her that. I'm sure.
When you said through thick and thin, for better or for worse, I knew right there that woman was a hostage. Mm-hmm. That's all I be needing to know. That's all I be needing to hear from y'all. For better or for worse, through sickness and in health, thick, thin, and thin. Oh yeah, no, that's a hostage. Yeah.
And don't forget that he said that he was dating young women because he saw in middle school and high school and college, all the girls was dating the old men. So what else was he supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't start dating like younger, like I always dated women. Like most of my life, I dated women my age. As I said, I saw that.
And then they turned 18, and the girls turn 18, and the men keep getting older, but the women that they date, the age range literally stays the same. Like I never use statistics because I hate using statistics. But there was a statistic that I read, and you can I hate to say that, but you can look it up, where it talked about the average age range for men and the women that they date. And literally for women, they usually date within their peer group as they get older. And for men, their peer group stays exactly the same. Like, it stays the same. When they turn 18, 19, 20,
they dating 18, 19, 21-year-olds. Mm-hmm.
But once they hit like 20, 21, 25, 30,
they dating 18, 19, 20.
Still 18, 19, 20.
That's because y'all really want to date 15-year-olds, but you can't do it legally.
Wow. I don't know. As I said, I'm into women, my age. So it's just, as I said.
Hey, they want to know what's the title of the article in the Miami Herald.
Child of child of Haitian immigrants, helps for countrymen find employment. Listen to my mirror. But yeah, so, but yeah, you know, I'm 4 months out. I'm 4 months back in the streets. So, you know, I'm not looking to be on the streets too long. So, you feel me? As I said, I'm dating right now, and yeah, I went ahead and
What year did you get this? What year did it come out?
Last year. It was May. Like
June 10th?
June.
June 10th.
So, but
is this you though?
Yeah, so I'm about to get back. I'm in Miami, so.
What's your name?
Sammy. Yeah, so
they don't mention me by name, man.
Yeah, they mention me. You'll see it. You'll see it say director and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm about to be back. I'm about to go out tonight. And
nigga, it is 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm in Miami though. You know, we never close. We out. You feel me? So, all right. I'm about to hit the.
Oh, there you go.
They're gonna be done found that you shared too much information on here about tomorrow. They're gonna be done found that girl, and I pray that she don't request her.
It says Sammy Lammy.
That's cool.
The director of Jobs for Us helps people register for a community resource fair at the Magic City Innovation District on Friday, Miami 31st, 2024 in Miami, Florida. The fair aimed at helping recently arrived Haitians and other immigrants connect with healthcare providers and prospective employers. Hey, man. Shout out to Sammy, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
Shout out to Sammy, man. You ain't all bad.
It's about to change my life forever. So you feel me? She gonna regret. So.
Oh, you doing this to make her regret it?
Oh no, I'm not doing this to make her regret it.
Okay.
But, you know.
Oh, okay.
But she knew. I saw them tears. She know she fumbled. So.
Okay.
You feel me? She ain't gonna find another Lammy the man.
So. Tears from her laughing at that group chat.
That's fine, bro. Hey, listen. When you know what's crazy? The last thing her mama told, I saw her mama Black Friday. Her mama said, "That's a good one." So hey, listen.
Mamas be toxic, especially. But
okay.
Hey, you could be good or you could be bad, but the mama giving you the go. The parents in general, because especially like old parents, they don't be knowing shit. He don't cheat, he don't beat, he got a job. They be on that type of time.
Come on, man. Mama saw how I was taking care of her daughter, bro. That's what it was.
I just said that. Don't cheat, don't beat, got a job. That's all you need to do.
That's it.
They be like, it's better than any man I ever had. Ain't no man I ever had ever took care of me.
Like, that's a good man, Savannah.
Yep, exactly. And who told Savannah that was a good man? Who told Savannah that was a good man, BBG?
It was Savannah's mama.
It was her motherfucking mama.
He's in a bad situation.
He's just in a bad situation. It was her motherfucking mama that told her that. Ain't that some shit?
Man, he just got shoulder pain.
Yeah. So, but you know, what it is, man. Once I get this career set, it's a wrap. So, you feel me? And
a wrap for what?
Well, meaning like, well, you know, I'm looking for my lady, so I'm you know, I don't want to
stop looking
too long.
That's your problem.
Looking. What you mean? Stop.
And that's your problem right there. You looking. That's your motherfucking problem right there. You looking. That's your problem. You just broke up with this girl 4 months ago. You already looking.
Bro, I'm seriously trying to settle. Like I'm not.
You old as fuck though, so I get it. You ain't got no time.
I'm seriously trying to. Yeah, bro. I'm not trying to. You feel me?
Your sperm wicked right now. Them motherfuckers deaf, dumb, and blind at this point. They ain't got. They swimming backwards. They breaststroking.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to get out the game, bro. I'm not trying to be in these streets. These streets dangerous, bro. Listen. I'm straight. No, bro. I'm trying to get out. That's why I think I'm gonna start going to church.
Oh my God.
Yep. He done hit. Hey, he done. BBG. I wish you had the bingo card up. That nigga done hit.
Every single.
The whole card lit up. The whole car lit up. Bunch of dots all over that motherfucker. Looked like he got chicken pox. Crazy.
What you mean?
Crazy. Out of all the shit you done said, to end it on, I think I gotta go to church, my nigga.
That'd be the last resort.
That's desperation time. That's a Hail Mary. That nigga, the motherfucker.
Over the guy so that they can waste them women's time.
Oh wow.
That's why would you even? And then on top of that, why would you even say that, thinking that we was gonna be like, oh yeah, that's great, because you talked about how you had a terrible time in dating and relationships, and now your last resort was not that. You know what? I need to get my spiritual life together. I need to figure out how to get in tune with my star player. That's not what you said, because honestly, I think anybody would respect, like, hey, you know what? Okay, you feel like maybe, that's what you need to get you through. But it's fine. You wanted to go to church, so as somebody greatly put it in the comments, so you could find you a victim.
Find you, because the victims, hey, there's victims aplenty at church, huh? That's what they be telling you. Go to church, get you one. They there.
And become a youth pastor.
Ugh, come on.
I don't really mean it like that, though.
I mean, it sound like that. Hold on, wait. Whistling Susie said, whatever you do, just don't find yourself in criminal court. You sound like a defense attorney's dream. Oh my God, bro. Hey, man. Hey, spam the chat with Joanne the scammer, because I'm getting scam vibes. Scam likely.
Hey, I guess.
You need a cowboy hat for these.
I guess.
You gotta pull the cowboy cap.
And it's not about looking for victims at church. It's just, I think I have to stop looking for women in the club.
I think you need to stop looking for women, period.
You don't want to call them victims because you don't want to incriminate yourself. That's what that is.
Like, it's not that. It's like, I just have to find them in better environments, I have to change my environment. Like, I can't, that's all it is. I gotta
about to go out 2 seconds ago. Now you
I'm gonna go out because, listen, I'm gonna go out.
You was just about to go out to the club.
I'm gonna go out.
And you going to the nasty man's club because you leaving real late. You leaving super late. So
it's pretty fucking late.
It's pretty late to start going. And then on top of that, you over 30 and you about to, first of all, being 35 and the idea of starting to go to the club at 11 tells me exactly what kind of club you're going to. Because the grown people the grown people on their last drink, they on their last little dance.
Oh, 11? I'm ready to go home.
The fans is in their back pocket. The fans ain't out no more. Ain't nowhere them fans at. That's it. Because you gotta get up in the morning. You gotta errands to run, all kind of stuff. You gotta go to church in the morning. Outside of other people who are looking for victims, there are other people who actually just like going to church just to go.
Even in Miami, I'm already heading to the house. I ain't gonna even hold you.
At 35, be for real.
I ain't got the stamina. Six Figure, what's good with you?
10 hours later, really?
Hey, man. Hey.
I'm quiet.
Please.
10 hours later, I forgot really what I wanted to say.
Well, think of something else then. I know you got something on the top of your head. Go on, get it off the top.
Okay. First of all, this was very entertaining. Thank you, Crypto.
What you call that nigga?
Very entertaining.
You called him Klepto?
No, Crypto.
Oh, you called him Crypto. Okay. I thought you called that nigga Klepto.
No, it's very entertaining though, for real. But you cap, like, I put so many caps in the chat. Like, I don't even know if you just made this whole thing up. If you did, you really should write a book. Like, you really giving Risa Tisa. But you're just lying. Like, you're lying about a lot of stuff, and your stories, like, it's not adding up. Like, it's not tracking. One minute you'll say something, then the next minute you'll say something else, and then an hour later you'll say something else, and then it's not tracking. Just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I want to come up, I think, was a couple of things, but I'm gonna just hit on this, and then we'll whatever we're gonna do. But when you mentioned the girls at the school, or when you mentioned the teenage girls, right? And you were like, oh, well, the teenagers are dating older men. And I'm like, the teenagers aren't doing anything but minding their own business. Like they're literally going to school, minding their own business, right? So when you say that you're a provider and a protector, that is so not true. Because the first thing you did was put the onus on the children. You get what I'm saying? Instead of actually attacking the real issue, which is these adult men are being predators and molesters and everything else, right? You didn't even touch on that. You're like, oh, they're dating older men, as if that's something that they wake up every day and be like, ooh, I can't wait to date an older man. Man, no, these kids are minding their own business, literally. And then these men are preying on them, pulling up at the schools, pulling up at the park, pulling up at the malls, the movie theaters, and stuff like that. Like, this is what they're doing. So when you say things like that, that's how I know that you're literally not a protector. You're not a protector, and clearly you're not a provider, because y'all just went through all of that, like literally all of that stuff. So you're not a protector or a provider. So the real question is, and we always ask this, what value do men actually bring? Because you say you want to be a provider or protector, or you say that's what you are, but really it's given predator at the end of the day.
So you're telling me that when I was in high school and I saw, my the women peers being picked up by older men, I was supposed to ring the alarm. That's what you're saying?
I mean, why wouldn't you?
No, I mean, okay. I mean, when I say I probably was just at that time, I probably was more lost on the shock, so I didn't know I was to ring the alarm. If I could just think that far back, I was just like, man, like, it's shocking. Like, man, like, why is Sheila going with this grown ass dude? Like, what's going on? It was just.
But even if
I didn't know at that time I had to ring the alarm.
Well, okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. But let's just forget about what was going on then. We're talking about like right now. It was like the way you actually brought the way you actually brought it to us was like, oh, they're out there dating older men. And it's like, no, that's not actually what's happening. You get what I'm saying? They're actually preying on them and molesting them and raping them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing.
Which I didn't know that at that time.
But what?
See, this is why
what's wrong with not knowing that though, bro? Like,
there's 100% you should know that you are.
I was so at 16. I was supposed to like just know that's what I'm supposed to know that.
I'm talking about now, though.
Oh, I mean at 16. No,
yeah,
at 16 you should know that. Yeah,
because now,
you should know that.
Because now, as I said, a lot of women that I talked to, like even when I talked to them when they were like much younger, they were dating like older men, and I didn't ask them how they feel about it. I guess I'm not.
They're not dating. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, Crypto. They're not dating older men.
They groomed.
Okay, but
they're being. Yeah, exactly.
If that's how they explain it to me, I mean,
come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
That's all I'm saying. That's how
even now,
you're still blaming the kids for it.
This is how we know you're not a protector, though, because even now you don't understand this concept. You still looking at it as they're dating older men. So thankfully, you don't have any children.
Not that older men are assaulting them. That's what it is. Exactly. They're not dating older men. They're being assaulted by older men. Like that's the. Like I'm so confused.
I mean, I got you. It's just all I'm saying is it's like. I mean, I don't even know.
What's the youngest age you would date if it was legal?
Oh my goodness.
I'm not going more than 10 years.
No, but age though. What's 10 years old?
10 years younger than me.
Oh no, but what's the youngest?
Like if I'm 45, the lowest I'm going is 35.
Okay.
If I'm 55, 45, like I'm not going more than a decade younger. But I would prefer someone within my age, like 5 years. That's what I would prefer. And that's how I always was up until I guess I said probably like this year.
Are you sure you want kids?
Huh?
Are you sure you want kids? Why you want kids?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah.
You old though. Why you want kids? You old.
I mean, I don't think I'm old. I mean, and then
for kids, culture, you're not old in life.
In my culture,
yeah,
these guys is 53, 54 still having kids in my culture.
And we hold on, and we know Haitian men is problematic, so let's not do that, right?
I mean, hey,
come on.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I love my Haitians, man. I love my Zoes.
I want the opportunity to create. I want my family. Hey, as a man, that's what I want.
So y'all good people, but y'all the men's is.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
Little wicked. Oak Tree, what's good with you?
What's up, bro?
Chilling.
I'm just wondering why this guy got a LinkedIn picture for his TikTok pic. That's all.
Why you say it's linked? What you mean is a LinkedIn pic?
He got a tuxedo on in his TikTok pic. That's all.
Something wrong with that, bro?
That's he putting his best foot forward.
I guess so, bro.
All right, brother.
Just saying, that's TikTok.
Hey, and that's the picture that I chose.
Okay.
I'm sorry you got a problem with it.
Saying you just look like a Melvin, bro. I'm sorry.
All right, brother.
What, man? Come on, dog.
Hey, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I'm cool with Jones. I appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
Cool, bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
It just takes time, bro. You don't know me in real life, bro. So
that's true.
I'm sure if you ever hang out with me, bro, you listen. You'll talk to me. I'm a good guy, bro. I do a lot for my people. So,
bro, I don't tell nobody they're a good guy.
I definitely don't tell niggas they good guys. I tell my son he a good. I do tell my sons they good people. Though. I do tell kids they my kids is good for sure.
If you gotta say you a good guy, Crypto, if you gotta say you a good guy, you're not a good guy.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm not, bro. I guess I'm not.
I'm saying tuxedo pick is just trying too hard.
I got you, brother.
Hey,
that's all I'm saying.
He do try. You know, you got a little history of trying hard, my nigga. With that, like with the lady, you know.
Hey,
but yeah, he said when you try hard is when you die hard.
Separate out there, that's all.
Fabrice said he the one making the streets dangerous. She put that on him. That's 42.
Got you.
44. Sorry. Damn, bro.
You can't say you're a good guy though. You got to work hard every day.
Yeah, man.
Every day I'm a scumbag just because I am a guy. And I was brought up as a guy, so.
Mm-hmm.
So hey,
one of the guys.
The way y'all breaking me down, I'm gonna be looking for that validation tonight. Somebody gonna validate me.
Hey.
That's a weird angle to take. That's a strange angle, brother.
That's a weird angle.
That's a weird angle, fam.
For the night.
I mean, it's a weird angle, but yeah.
Just go pay for it. Just go pay for it, and she'll tell you everything. She'll praise your, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Just go pay for it. Why go out? I wouldn't even go out, nigga. $300. Cause if I go, I gotta buy a bottle. I'm in the section. I ain't about to go out and be sitting around, nigga. Yeah, so you might as well go on and go to sugarbabies.com and go on and meet you one of them ones.
It's a lot to do out here, bro. You meet a lot of people. I could meet people.
We ain't stupid. You about to go to the strip club.
And that's cool too.
Trina and BG performing to like, I don't know, that not too far from me. So
Trina and BG performing?
Yeah, they had a bunch of high school reunions today, and they got the after parties. All this, like 3 or 4 high schools had their picnics, and they had their little picnics, and so at the after party is not far. So
well, you know what?
Stuff.
You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it easy for everybody. I gotta go. You can go on and have you a great night, man. I appreciate everybody coming up, man. We did it, ho. No problem, man. I appreciate y'all coming up, man. I gotta go. I'm about to go eat me some dinner. I got the brisket that I made last night. I'm gonna have some of that again and some other things, man. Shout out to the Tapper Yappers and Super Chatters. All everybody that hit the app, man, hit the Cash App, donated, support it, definitely. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. $1 will do you on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Again, one more time, y'all go to my profile or whatever. Subscribe to the YouTubes, Fire Podcast, and to Public Offender 100, please. If you will, I gotta definitely keep growing those numbers over there on YouTube, man. YouTube's been playing with me. So no meat. When that happened? Oh, I don't know. I got my labs back. I'm good to go. I got a clean bill of health. Them niggas stuck 2 tubes in me both ways like this. They said, nigga, you good. I said, all right. No diddy. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm back. I'm back, baby. Shout out to the best minds in the business, man. Shout out to the old subs and the new subs. Yeah. Y'all go check out the new vids, man. Do your thing, man. Hey, Crypto, have a good night, man. Be safe. Don't touch nobody inappropriately. I'm out of this thing.